You know there are 3 easy steps, bro. In one step, there'll be like 100. There'll be like 100 something. So do that, do that, do that. That's step number 1. Step number 2, go and buy that tape. Go and get that measure. Go and fam, them things. Because I was doing my kitchen in the other house. Yeah, when I done my kitchen, I gave up halfway.
So what was the pattern though? What were you doing?
There was just bare little things. There was bare stuff I said I'm gonna do. The painting that was done.
Yeah.
That was fine. Then the ceiling has some kind of wood paneling. So we're gonna like take off the wood paneling, slap something else on top, kind of thing. Fam, once I took off one panel, I saw one hole, slapped it back up. I ain't trying to discover no issues. I ain't trying to discover no problems. Like my missus was like, "No, let's look at it." It's like I can't do it still.
Obviously, now you lot with your like living with your missus and stuff like that. Yeah. When the stuff goes wrong in the yard, is there more pressure for you lot to be like, no, I want to try and do it, kind of thing? So, for example, like the hole in the thing, is it like you want to sort it out, or would you just?
Depends, you know. It depends. You know, it's
certain things, bro.
If I touch that pipe and it bursts, that's it. if you let a finger on that pipe here, whatever you wanted to fix, you made it even worse. Like times 250. Do you know what I mean? Because there's certain things here. If you touch it,
but would you like? Do you want to do it basically? Is there more like generally, like, is there more like I want to be the one to fix this, or I want to try and fix this?
Yeah, for certain things, you always want to give it a go. Like, for example, my bathroom, there was a leak going from the kitchen. So, one of my guys, he's a plumber in it. So he came, had a look. He said, "Listen, really, there's water from the shower leaking through the tile, and then it's going down."
That was happening in my crib as well.
You get me? So he said, "What you need to do, take off the tile, get grout, slap grout at the back, put the tile back on, and then put the sealant in between, innit?
Put sealant. No, so it's the grout goes in between. The grout goes in between the tiles.
No, the grout goes behind.
Oh, is it? So
yeah.
No. I think you put the adhesive, which is the actual clayish kind of thing.
Sorry, yes, the adhesive that you mix.
Yeah.
That's
the grout goes in between the tiles.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. All the adhesive, and I got the adhesive for free. So, bro, it was funny that day I went to Screwfix here. And you know when certain people they just want to be helpful. I chatted to the guy, said, "What's the best adhesive to use for the tiling?" All that to me. Yeah, use that one. This one is quick. It's quick, quick dry, basically, innit? But if it's too quick and you're not professional, you're done. Because you've got to slap it on quick. He said, "Look, should I check if there's one in the back for you that's really like pre-opened?" Because they do returns.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, go and check, man." I said, "What, is it significantly cheaper?" He said, "Yeah." So he's going to get me a pack now, and it's just a bit opened, like it's a bit open. I was like, "Oh, how much is it?" He said, "Nah, it's free." I said, "Yeah." And it was only for one towel. But anyway, I say that to say that I done that. Do you get me? So I done that job. Because I was like, it doesn't make sense to pay someone to come and do one tile.
Is it only one tile?
It was one tile because it was the sealant around it that was seeping through. It was just one tile, innit?
But with man's got a retile basically the whole bathroom, bro, and that's just like, bro. The maddest thing is I literally just changed the shower suite, as in the shower and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So they're gonna have to rip that back out. Something that's just been put in. They're gonna have to rip that out and then retile everything. I was just like, bro, there's no way I'm doing any of that.
What? It gets to the point where it's too much still.
It's way too much.
You know, there's nothing to prove.
Yeah, I do.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so there's certain things in the house here that if I try to fix it, bro, I'm actually just costing us a lot more stress, money, X, Y, Z, and boom, boom, boom. Bro, you just got to pay someone to fix that something. 100%, bro. It's like, but there's things like light bulbs, all that kind of stuff. Come on, obviously.
Light bulb.
There's certain things that calling like a handyman. So, for example, there's two things here. So it's like, if it's like a normal handyman that you can call to do the job, try and pattern it first. Do you get?
Yeah.
If it's a handyman that's got certain tools that you don't have, then fair enough, innit? Because like I remember there was a time I tried to put up blinds, innit? But the power drill that I had at the time just wasn't working. Like it just wouldn't go past the brick, basically, innit? So I had to get like a SDS drill, innit? Like the one that you plug in and that. Yeah, fam, that one was. When I say so, the guy that came to do it in the end, because I was like, fam, my drill just won't go any further, innit? And he was like, cool. Like he used his thing basically pause, man, because like, and then obviously like it basically he patterned it and it was like knife through butter in it. What I had to go and upgrade my something.
Oh, you grabbed it
ASAP.
easy?
Yeah, so I grabbed. Now I ain't calling no one to come and drill nothing.
Yeah.
This guy's
You got to say,
what? This guy's a waste, man.
The maddest thing is,
Yeah, I went to put a blind in my house. I got blinds in my house. I was like to him, let me use his drill.
yeah,
Bro, you know this guy's very particular. You know how his drill set, yeah? I took a picture of it. I said, hey, this is how everything looks inside. If anything is missing, hey, it's not me.
Yeah.
This guy was saying, bro, be careful if you use this thing, you know, dismantle your whole house. Like,
bro, listen, bro, I can't lie to you. There's one drill that I've got, yeah, and it's got one extra long drill bit, bro. If like, let's say back in the day, let's say man had trouble with someone or something like that, and I was trying to get into their yard and that, fam, that thing will light work anything. Like in your crib, bro, I can literally draw and create a new door in your house, bro. It's a madness.
Did you pattern it?
Huh?
Did you pattern it?
What, the blind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Did you end up using the SDS or do you?
No, I
you
didn't.
just use the hand one?
I used the normal one.
Okay.
Because it didn't need that amount of force to go through. Yeah. Not need that amount.
The
of
SDS thing, yeah, you can't hold it to the wall, yeah, and press it down and go through, because it will just go through and burst everything there, bro. So I have to like pulse it.
Oh, so
Yeah. Because one time I done it, yeah, and I just get it through, beam, just hit one light switch, beam, everything in the house.
Oh,
swear. Like, damn,
bro.
Then I have to cop that thing that tells you where the wires are and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds like a headache,
Bro.
So certain things are just convenience as well.
Yeah.
So I remember
Convenience is better.
when I was doing the blinds, I was saying to him that, bro, I've got bare things to do in the next like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
But then I had the link up in my house in the next 2 days. My missus was like, listen, before this link up happens, these blinds need to be up. Do you get me? And bro, I was running around 2 days. I ain't got time. You know what I mean? But I made time though. One night, bro. It was even mad because I was drilling in the night, which but I'm sure was crazy still. It's crazy business, I know. But I had to get it done. So I was up till the AM just putting up the blinds downstairs. But in hindsight, it was too much stress for what it was. Really, I should have gone to see it. Should have paid someone. Because it's not about me not being able to do it. It's time. And even if I couldn't do it, I can't. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
So
I was gonna say, at least now you know how to do it for future reference. For whatever, innit?
That's if I remember.
Fair enough.
But even then as well, bro, I'll be real. Like, if this is someone's pattern, bro, I might do it and I know how to do it and that, but it might just be a tad bit wonky. Bro, just do it and make it crisp, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, do it and like let it be.
But the thing is, sometimes with these things, so for example, like photography, so like I know how to take photos and I know how to edit photos, innit? But like a photographer will charge a certain amount for a certain photos and edits and whatnot. And obviously I hear it, innit? Like it's like that's your price and whatnot. But I know certain things aren't that difficult to do, if you know what I'm saying. So when you're pricing it at that, me that knows how to do it, I'm like I know how to do that, innit?
So when you see peak photographers, like pictures, are you thinking exactly what you've done, I can do it?
More time. Yeah.
So do I, to be fair.
More time still.
But
and that's not even to water it. Because that's not to water it.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely hard, innit? But like to edit and stuff like that, and then to get certain shots and whatnot, especially when it's like if it's like an event or something like that. Like you do events all the time, innit? So you know the moments, like a wedding, for example. You know the exact moments that you need to do whatnot. So it's very much like clockwork, innit?
You used to slap photography, innit?
I do photography.
Click 9, bro.
That's probably where like a lot of the creative process came.
Okay, because I knew he was an editor. I knew he was an editor.
I wasn't even, bro. I was camera. Like,
okay.
Editing was just something that just happened naturally. See how we're talking about how like picking up things like you talked about, you watched YouTube, whatever. Obviously, there's a lot of similarities with editing and camera work, and obviously working in that space. Obviously, I definitely had an ear to it. But I think, now with social media and everything, a lot of everything's just become more attainable, and there's things you can watch on. Even like back then, like people like would download like Premiere Pro or Final Cut, and now everyone's just using CapCut. You know, I even use CapCut now, and I use proper edit on those other platforms. But now everything's just accessible now.
The only thing I don't know about CapCut now is that I saw something about how they got only intellectual property. And same thing as like we transfer. Like, why are they doing all of that? So basically, anything that you put through the app now, they own, they have rights to. Like,
you know, it's some people are meticulous about it, but I feel like a lot of people just don't care.
I feel you.
What they really gonna do with it? I'm just editing.
It'll be mad.
I hear it, man.
But uploaded something now, you saw it in the advert the next week. That's the
bro. Well, like, but if they own rights to it, yeah, what does that really mean? So, because it's like, is it a thing where it's like, raw, like if like they got like royalties in it or something? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
I don't really know the ins and outs, you know.
yeah, it'll be good to understand that.
1 minute vlog from
Whoa, that might be the vlog that takes man to flipping. Do you get what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, to the next level.
Yeah,
bro.
I saw that maybe like a month, 2 months ago. I use CapCut as well, innit?
Same.
But after I'd seen it, it didn't really deter me from using it.
It didn't, bro.
But then more recently,
You
I've been
lot
thinking,
okay with that
because I got a Premiere Pro as well, innit?
Okay, yeah.
What's that one called again? DaVinci and that as well.
Yeah,
So
DaVinci
I've already got it. So I can edit in that as well. But you know, with CapCut, it's on the phone, innit? Well, I edit on the phone, so it's a lot more convenient, basically.
I feel you.
On the go. Yeah.
The thing is, I think that I think CapCut's definitely convenient because of the phone stuff, innit?
Yeah.
Of course. But I just feel like, fam, you know when they start just listen, like you might just go by accident, you flick one video, you see T.I. talking about ownership. Talking about do you know what I mean though?
T.I.?
I'll just say like a conscious, someone that's conscious talking about how we got old stuff and all that kind of stuff, bro. And these times you're giving your intellectual property away for free, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's what makes me think.
Yeah, I feel like quite a few of those platforms are doing that now still.
Yeah.
Which is very weird. It's the whole information thing and all of that, innit?
Yeah, exactly. WeTransfer thing was a bit.
What I
mad
started
still.
doing recently now is like, you know, with cookies and that. So I just reject all.
Yeah,
Unless, you know what it's like, bro, only until, I'm telling you, literally probably like 2-3 weeks ago.
Swear.
I just be doing reject all.
What?
Before, I just
There's some websites here you do reject all. You can't enter that site properly.
Yeah, so some of them is like accept mandatory ones only.
Yeah. So you're basically accepted, bruv. The mandatory one, you accepted.
Bro, accept to what, bro?
You accepted something, bro.
I'm trying to get my godson now, bro. Dude, I'm trying to push him, yeah, just to, hey, listen, focus. Head down. I chatted to him the other day. I was like, oh, so, like, what are you doing to prepare? Like, because they're in pre-season at the moment.
Yeah.
What are you doing to prepare? He said, yeah, I'm not eating no chicken and chips and stuff. Yeah. I said, bro, go running. Don't bro, go running, go. Because I remember I was chatting to his coach. His coach was like, he's good, but stamina-wise,
Oh, is it?
he just gets tired.
Mm.
I was like, bro, if I see you stop running, yeah, I'm actually going to lose it. I was like, what have you got to be tired? Like, what are you doing in life that you're tired? Like, bro, you better be ping. But because he plays on the wing and then he plays up front, yeah, it's like he does a quick dash.
Yeah, once after,
And just calls, then he calls off.
Yeah.
And he's one of the only, he is the only black person in his team.
Oh, so
Yeah, and it's kind
you
of
said they expected to be better. Like,
Piece of power, innit?
bro, it's actually, it's mad seeing it front and center. Even when you go and watch him, all the other parents are like, oh, he's so fast, isn't he? That kind of thing. I'm thinking, yeah, thank you, man. Like, he can shoot as well still, like, do you get me? But they were like, yeah, but they expect him, listen, get the ball, they're like, I just go. Like, don't look at anyone, don't
make the run.
Just make the run and go. And he knows it now and he hears it, so he just does it. But once he does those sprints, he's tired, man.
Is he good?
He is. But tell him what standard you're looking at, innit?
Yo, as in for them, innit? For like,
For them?
amongst
Yeah, definitely. But there's one little boy in that team, yeah, that plays CM. Hey,
Cold.
it's almost like each match here is like, it's like he shouldn't be there.
Oh, sir.
He's so much, like, I can't, it's like he can play probably like he's too above his age group. Like he'll do something simple, like he's getting pressed. He'll just move it.
Yeah.
Then he's free. Then he'll just roll it and then just pass.
Yeah.
At such a young age, and he's got IQ as well. Like the way he plays. He will tell someone, hey, curve your run. How can you be that? What, you're 11, you're 10, you're telling man to curve the run. But it's a coach's son as well. So.
Of course.
The coach's
Just
son.
something, I'm trying to get one of my younger brothers into like the whole football thing at the moment, yeah. And I'm just like, bro, like, you see when people get to that kind of that 15, 16 age.
Yeah. That's the turning point, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like, man talking to, so I'll give you today as an example, yeah. So I'm like, bro, I've got errands to run, innit. Watch the Man City Tottenham game, innit. I've left it on for you, innit. He supports Arsenal, yeah. So like the Tottenham Man City game's gone now, whatever. I was like, bro, I was out at the time that it happened, innit. So I came back and I was like, bro, what happened in the game? Like, what was it? What was the scores and all that kind of stuff, innit? And he was like, yeah, like, obviously Man City lost. boom, boom, boom. Like they lost the battle in the midfield, basically, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I was like, cool, fair enough. Obviously, I'll watch the game later. I'll see in it. Do you get? And then he supports Arsenal, by the way. So I'm like, right, the Arsenal game gonna start in like 20 minutes, innit? Like, feel free, just come watch it in here and that. Bro, like I'm hearing him like kind of like gisting with like his mates and that, on the phone and that. We'll talk about, like, I swear, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, bro, we smoked Leeds 5-0, bro. You're unaware, bro. This is the team you support.
You can't.
And the thing is as well, yeah, you see when you're trying to make it in football and that, or when you're playing football, yeah, at a certain level, you've got to watch football, bro. Like, especially when you're young, innit? You've got to watch football. It gives you a lot of ideas, gives you a lot of creativity and all that kind of stuff. And it just it allows you to study things that you can add to your game. It just allows you to add things to your game, innit? I just like to him, like, bro, like you support Arsenal, yeah? It's like your team's playing there. Just on the phone and that. And basically, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is just like, them man are fully in the swing of, like girls and all of that stuff, yeah. So it's kind of like, bro, like, what do you want more, bro?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because if you want this more,
You have to pattern.
all of that stuff you gotta put to the wayside, bro. You got a game tomorrow, bro. Like an important game as well tomorrow, and like you're actually here not studying nothing, or do you know what I mean? And obviously, fair enough. Like I don't wanna give no one football fatigue where you don't enjoy the game.
Yeah, that's what they say as well. You still gotta let them like
100%.
enjoy it. They still gotta. You don't want it to be a thing whereby they think about football and stuff. Like, you want them to have like some joy when they think about it, innit? So they tell you that, even the coach will tell you that, listen, don't pressure your kids, man. Like, just let them do their thing.
They gotta blow off some steam still.
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, I can't even lie, bro. It's just when you get to that age and that, you need to understand how much these things are in your hands. So if you don't, if you're not aware of that, do you know what I mean? And you're just like, bro, like I can ask man, do you know what? Help me grab that thing that's there, bro. I promise you, it'll take like 30 seconds for it and it's just there. Yeah, it'll take like 30 seconds for him to give it to man. Just walk bare slowly, like
bare cool.
Like, them man, bro. And I'm like, was this man when I was young, bro? Like, but
it probably was. It probably was, fam.
I hear it still, but it's just funny thinking about raw. Like, listen, when you get like, so when man has teenagers and that, is this what man's gonna be dealing with? Basically,
it is. That is the age where it's like you're like, you feel like you're old, innit? And then you're getting exposed to certain things now. It's like, cool, like you said, girls and all of this sort of stuff. Like you feel like you're the guy.
I took him football the other day with a man, minute. What someone tried to stud him early, foot bleeding, everything. He stayed in the game, all that kind of stuff. Came home, was telling my missus, I wanted to show them that I'm not gonna back down. This guy, bro.
You know how you said that? Obviously, because he wants to play football, you should be watching football. Did you lot do that with anyone? So that in anything you guys wanted to do, is there anyone that you lot have like studied, or someone you lot are like, you know what, this person's a good role model to kind of, I don't know, to gain from, and then you just kind of study that person?
What, in sports?
In anything that you wanted to do?
I think we all get inspired. I don't know if you got like a subject that you're studying for or something, whatever. The only thing that's coming to my head right now is like, because we were talking about editing and things earlier. Like, I don't know, there might be like a channel that I find or something that I just continue to watch and see what videos they're putting out, just to get a little bit of inspiration for, get some tips from. But I think that's just a natural thing to do. Really.
Is there anyone input, like, so that channel, was there a particular person connected to that channel? Like, so the person doing the editing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be someone that owns it. Yeah. So it'd be like, I don't know, John edits or whatever. Just watch his.
Okay. That's cool.
I don't know, what about yourself? Do you have
I was thinking, there's no one that comes to mind that I was like, you know what, I'm going to study this person. But there's people in history that I found very interesting in the way that they think.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I didn't study him. Like, I was just getting like tips. So I think in that. Okay, cool. I don't really think so. You know.
But even the football thing, I don't think it's a study. I think it's more like you watch games to understand.
So you're involved in the overall sort of.
But you understand your piece in the game. Like, you understand.
Some people be like, I watch this player because I want to model my game.
I hear it.
This player. So I want to. This person cuts like that.
Yeah,
I want to cut like that. Do you know what I mean?
I can imagine people do that in boxing as well a lot.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say there was somebody in particular like that, but I would say that I watched a lot of specific types of content and I enjoyed specific types of content.
Okay.
So I think like looking back at
So,
it now, like
yeah.
for example, like you asking a question, I would say like, so you know, like Breakfast Club interviews. Bro, I used to love Breakfast Club interviews,
Same.
bare in it,
Back in the
and
day.
like you know how, so when I first got introduced to the Breakfast Club, it was very jokey and all that stuff. You know,
Same.
around all that Ray J stuff and that. And Charlemagne was very much a type of like character or whatever in it at that point.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, he very much changed into like just like matured naturally as you would do, innit?
Yeah.
But like, I probably like the Breakfast Club, but I wouldn't say that I followed Charlemagne in particular, if you get what I'm saying. But like, I guess I kind of did in a way, but like not like consciously, innit?
Yeah.
But I just liked their
That
content,
pattern,
the sort of
yeah,
stuff that they did, innit?
Yeah.
And then off of that, bear the guests that they get on, okay, now this is this person, this is that person. And now I actually, okay, now I like this person also. But not like follow per se. Even with like acting and that. Like whenever people ask me who my favourite actors are, I actually say Edward and Tizzy. And they're actually my favourite actors, you get what I mean? And these are people that are around me that act in it.
Cool.
But then when you ask that question, there's a lot of people that are like, nah, these lot are cold, this person's cold. But there's not that one person for me that's like, okay, cool, my man, if you go more, this lady or whatnot. Yeah.
I feel like it's like, for me, it's more like, I think you're kind of going at it now, like it's a subject. So like if I'm like studying acting, I'll be watching like a number of actors. Or even if you're talking like football reference as well, like I'll get inspiration of like other players, but watching how each of them and try to take a little thing from each one of them kind of thing. But I don't think there's like one particular person I'm like, oh, I try to imitate. I'm like, oh, I want to be like this person. I want to be good at this is my thing. And it's like, who's done good at this? And
I feel like that's previous generations. Like when I think about like award shows and all that, maybe talking about this person's their idol and all that. I don't think our generation moves like that no more. You know, that we've got idols. You know what I mean, and I mean it in the sense that of how people say it rather than the biblical sense. But obviously, again, it still merges, innit? But I feel like more time now, people literally. I feel like people gas as well. To be honest with you, I feel like people take inspiration from people, but then just don't give them the flowers. Do you get it? I'll be real.
I probably don't like that, you know.
I think people do that bare though.
You know what
I think it's natural as well though. I don't even think they do it intentionally or with malice at times.
Not even with malice, but like, if I was having a conversation with somebody about something, and I'm obviously we're on a pod, innit? Do you get what I mean? So if I was chatting to Shay about something, I'd be like, oh nah, I was chatting to Shay, and then he said, you see what I'm saying? So it's not me.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah,
or like I watched this very specific show, and like we all know who this person, like we know who this person is on the show. You'd be like, oh yeah, what's this person name again? You know who it is. You actually know.
Brain fog can get you sometimes.
No, you know it is. I hear brain fog and I hear you know who the person is.
100%.
You actually know who it is, but you don't want to like. It's like you don't want to show that, okay, cool, like I rate this person or this person, I got this piece again from this person. Like, I'm proper against like plagiarism. Like if I'm saying something and I heard it from somewhere, this person said boom. Well, I was having a conversation with him about boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear it. And I'm like that as well still. I don't like it when don't take someone else's thing and try to pass it off as yours. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, I hear it still. But yeah, I feel like people just do it like, because naturally that's just how they speak. They don't, even, you know, like back in the day, like even when we used to do essays and that, you had to give like the bibliography and that, But it's like, the reason why you were getting marked down from not doing it is because people didn't really do it. And they were trying to get people to do it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you've got to quote your references and all that kind of stuff, innit? So I feel like bare time, I feel like people just don't, it's just not naturally like how you're inclined to talk sometimes, innit? Obviously, the one where it's like, I was chatting to my man and he was saying X, Y, Z or something like that. I was watching something the other day and boom, boom, boom. Fair enough. But I don't think everyone talks like that, bro.
No, I hear it still. But that one, I'm very much like that. No, I actually have to. I feel a way if I don't. I can't even lie to you. I feel a way if I don't still.
I hear it still.
Unless one's trying to conceal, because there's certain pieces of information, fam. You can't say who that thing came from. Otherwise,
it's too crazy.
So sometimes it's like on the pod all the time, I'll just be like, my brethren, bro. I can see the scene in my head. I know exactly who said it, but I can't be saying that someone so said. So bare things are, my brethren. My brethren done that.
But they're like stories and that, though.
Yeah, stories. I think that have happened.
So you made it this far in the video, but you haven't liked, you haven't shared, you haven't commented, you haven't subscribed yet. Come on, man. You know what to do. Calm, let's get some testimonies. So we like to do testimonies every week, shining a light on what God is doing in our lives. It's a reminder that God is always working. And this is like, bro, I can't imagine like how many times we've done this. I can't like remember how many times we've done this, but it's always things to say in it. So I'll start actually. So I'm getting married this year.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically the Ashobi from Nigeria came the other day, innit?
Hey,
But, like, in
the video that you made, yeah, nah, I'm not even joking.
You know what's so mad?
I was so happy.
That video,
You know, I saw the video. You know, it sounds so dumb, yeah. Maybe I was sleeping or something, but someone posted the video, but I didn't know it was you.
Oh, is it?
So imagine I've seen someone post it, yeah, but I've more clocked the sound. I was like, oh, okay, so I haven't really watched it.
Yeah.
Then someone else posted it, and I was thinking, rah. Someone else posted the same video,
Yeah.
but I swiped it. Then someone else, and I said, nah.
Who's
Why is everyone posting it?
Yeah.
So I watched it. I'm like, oh my. I think I was kind of sleeping.
Hey,
It was sick still, can't lie.
No, love. So even that, I got that inspiration from somebody else. So there's a girl called Monique. She does like content with her child, innit? So they have like a family sort of channel. But when she first had her baby, you know, like Pampers and baby powder and all of that, and they used that as the backdrop. And from then, yeah, I was like I want to do something like that, innit? But I didn't really have like anything to do it with. And then obviously the Ashobi come, innit? So with men standardly, yeah, the Ashobi is like 4 yards, innit? But one of my bridges has a baby.
5.
It's like 4 still. Well, for man, it's 4, innit?
Okay, cool.
One of my bridges has a baby, and she wanted to do it for her son, innit? So we asked for 5 in this particular one. So when we received the package, obviously, bro, like I've gone, there's bare boxes, I'm just ripping open everything, innit? But then when I received a message about the package, it detailed basically, okay, cool, this 5-yard one is wrapped in this particular thing and whatnot. And bro, by the time you saw the video, innit, everything was all over the place. So I'm thinking, flip, like I'm not gonna be able to find this. How am I gonna be able to find this, innit? So I had to message my brother. I was like, oh, you know what? Like, sorry, basically, like it's mixed up and all of this stuff. And then as I was packing it back in, basically, I put like the men's at the bottom and I put the women's at the top in it because the women's are bigger. And I've just looked to the side there, and I find the bag like with the 5-yard thing, and it's labeled 5 yards, innit? And then straight away as I've picked it up, yeah, like I've kind of got like you know, sometimes when God's speaking to you, it's just very like, it's like a download kind of thing, innit? And then what was said was basically that like God also cares about like the smaller things as well, innit? And God is very much in the smaller things as well, innit? So like you would look at like a whole wedding process, for example, and there's so many other like quote unquote bigger things to be like, okay, nah, look, God, this and whatever, innit? But then God also found the actual in the midst of bearing the other stuff. And like for me, that was like, nah, you know what? I was proper happy about it because I wanted to see the baby in it. And obviously for her, she also wants to see the baby in it. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, man, that's funny stuff. Yeah, man. Thank God.
Go for the lessons still.
For real.
Honestly.
For real, bruv.
I'll go next. My one is about just protection, you know. Just protection. So one of my basically a family friend, and this literally happened yesterday. A family friend basically let me know that they got into an accident. But the way they've said it is like it's almost like they said something else that's maybe asked, oh, how did you why were you there? You know that, oh, basically they got into an accident. And I was like, oh, that what happened, you okay? And basically explained the whole thing. And I was like, alright, you're okay, so thank God, but that could have been
different.
That could have been so different. Do you know what I mean? And then I remember I was on the motorway, same day, on the other side of the road, it was just a like 3-car pile-up. Do you know what I mean? I was just thinking, bro, like, there's lots of just journeys and things that happen that's just overlook like God's journey, mercy, protection. Even being here on our way here, bro, like we could have been waiting for someone to turn up and someone's not here yet, and we're thinking, bro, why are they late? These times, so and so. Do you get me? Like you just don't know. So my thing is just thanking God for just that, just the traveling mercy, just protection, for covering, and yeah, man, like thank you for the times that I'm not really paying attention. He still is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, that's mine still.
Thank God still. Thank God. For me, it's just thanking God for life, thanking God for healing. Do you know what I mean? Son was unwell and all that kind of stuff. Spent the weekend with him in hospital, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, but he's all good and right as rain and running up and down now. So do you know what I mean? So thanking God for healing and that. So yeah, man.
Thank God.
I do one as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
No.
I'll say we thank God for patience. Even though at the time I didn't really see it as patient, but I think it's more opened me up to being faithful in my wait. It happened this week actually, funny enough. So like I actually might even say the brand, like Sports Direct, they reached out to me for a project a couple of weeks ago, and they reached out to me for the project. So to cut a long story short, like this, we've been going back and forth in terms of like the brief and whatever they want me to do and everything, and numbers and everything. Cool. And then it was actually your friend as well, Jackie. Now she then had to go, once we went through everything, she had to go pitch it to her team and everything. And cool. So beforehand, like in terms of communication, we were communicating like every like 2 days and everything. But then, it took like quite a while for her to come back to me to confirm whether it got green lit or not. So I remember it came.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Y'all niggas be green lit. That's exactly
to get it out of Houston.
That's exactly what I thought it was.
So this week, like I remember I was speaking to my mum at the beginning of the week, and I was saying to my mum like that I was gonna. No, she asked me like, "What's the latest with Sports Direct?" kind of thing. I was just telling her that I don't know recently. This is the last thing that Jackie said. The last thing that she said was like it was good, like it was a good message, and but they haven't got back to me like the past 2 weeks. So my mum was just like, okay, cool. If it gets to the end of the week, you should send them a message. Let's try to like kind of see where things are at, kind of thing. I was like, cool. But I didn't really want to, but I was a bit, I don't know. I don't know. I was feeling I think, and then obviously when you're waiting for something that you've been wanting as well, like I think sometimes like, I don't know, you start to think of like why it's not happening, and it can be like something negative, you be like, oh, is it because of this? Because
did I do this? Did I do that?
Yeah, your mind just starts to wonder, and especially when, as I said, I highlight the fact that they came to me. So I'm thinking if it's something that they want to do, and now they're not communicating with me, then why is it something that I did? Did someone say something to them? Whatever. You know what I mean, and I swear to you, like, bro, like. Sometimes we're in TikTok, yeah. Obviously, we're Christian as well, so we take in Christian content. But we don't necessarily do it all the time. Sometimes we might be scrolling and then something comes out. Sometimes you might just scroll past it.
Do you know what it is, bro? We spoke about this the other day. You know when they do them ones where it's like, oh, like, and if you've been touched by this, send it to that. It's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you making this like? I'm trying to guilt trip, man.
Send it to 3 people so you could be blessed.
So my blessing is contingent on you sending it to 3 people.
But the thing is, sometimes like it can just come out randomly. So sometimes you'll be watching thing, you'll be like seeing this funny meme, whatever, completely out of the context with Christian content, whatever. Then all of a sudden the guy is like, oh, my mind wasn't mentally prepared for this, for this coming at the moment. So sometimes you're just in the midst of scrolling, you've just been scrolling, whatever they do. But I don't know, like. And sometimes you score and then you get conviction and you want to score back, isn't it? But so what happened with this one? So this one, like, it came, and I was about to score. I was just like, let me just listen to it. I remember it was like 9:30 in the morning, whatever. And then I just decided to listen to it. And then the message was something like, was talking about along the lines of being patient in your wait, which is kind of what I said this morning. And then, when it said to me, I immediately just started thinking of the Sports Direct thing, just like, because I remember this week I was going to go speak to them, whatever this, and the email. And then I just thought, I was just be patient, like, listen to the message, be patient. And the guy was saying, like, whatever was on your mind now, whether it's a job, whether it's a project that you're working on, I just really felt like it was speaking to me. So I just said, okay, cool. I swear to you not, bro, 20 minutes later, after listening to that, bro, I got a message from Jackie, bro, and she was saying that, hey Alex, like, project's all gone ahead. We like, are you free to come into the office or whatever this week or whatever, the next week or whatever? And then like, yeah, man, bro, it just really hit me. Like, not even to say like it's one of those cliche things, but sometimes people will say things like, oh, like, I don't know, I don't want to say like I listen to testimonies and be like, oh, like, it's don't even know. I don't even know how to word it really.
Well,
But-
like, is it real or
No, bro, like, I mean, I don't personally think that. Like, when I actually like hearing people's testimonies, to be fair. But I can imagine some people sometimes are probably like, oh, like, is it, yeah, as you can said, is it real? Da, da, da. So, like, when these things actually happen to me, like, I just feel like it's crazy. Like, literally, you're thinking about something, and something like that happens, and then all of a sudden, what you want comes to pass. Like, I just think it's crazy. It's a crazy thing to me. So anyway, yeah, I thought it was interesting, and that was really the message to me. So I thought, yeah, the message to me, was just to be patient, really. And yeah, but that's what I thank God for. I think.
Divine emails, bro.
Trust me, divine
Listen,
emails.
I need to download some of them myself, bro.
Trust me. Hey, listen, I sent out a few feeders last week. It sounds like to come back, bro.
I hear it still.
I
Need it.
Actually, another testimony I have actually, as you were talking, reminded me that there's 3 people around me who were looking for jobs. And they all got jobs.
Sick.
They all got jobs, bro. And it's
sick,
like,
sick.
it was like one after the other. You get
That's
me?
lit
Someone was looking for time. They needed it, like, in order to even sort out another situation they were in, or else that's going to be long for them. Someone else has been looking for time. They've been working for time. Someone else was literally like, no, when you're not working, you ain't got bread.
Yeah, it's rough.
But that, bro, it's just, they finally got a job, and a good paying one is like surpassed expectations. So I was like, you know what?
That's
cold.
Thank God, still, it's just a good feeling, man.
Yeah,
But to hear all of that, I got the job, I got the job. So listen, anyone listening, if you're looking for a job, you've got the job.
Yeah, amen.
So you got the job.
Amen.
They receive it. We'll start doing that.
Amen.
What's your relation? So I just probably like to ask you two individually, actually. Like, what is your what is like your relationship with God? Like, do you see yourself as like? Because I was speaking to Hendo like about this last year, or maybe maybe at the beginning of this year, to be fair, because my walk with faith, like, I've always been Christian, growing up in a Christian house. I went Nigeria, brought up Christians, whatever. But I always felt like a certain way when I couldn't really grasp scripture the way a lot of my friends were. Like, I'll be they'll be speaking on the word, and they're able to just quote something from the Bible, and then for me, it wasn't really sitting. I just really had no reference points. It's kind of how we were talking about using the reference points at the end of your exam today. But literally, I just had I couldn't put anything there. Like, I only knew like Psalms really at some point. So the question to you is like, what's like, how did you, one, what's your relationship like with God, and then two, like, how did you grow that relationship to then understand scripture to a certain extent?
That's a good question. Still,
Very good question.
What's my relationship?
Big one still.
What's my relationship with God? Well, right now, me and God, I'm guessing. Do you know what it is? My relationship.
Don't say the wrong thing, boy.
Now the way I relate to God, and it changed when I got to like college, uni. That I related to God, and I still do that. My friend. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I see God, and it affects a lot of situations. I see God as my friend, so it affects the way I speak to Him. Do you know what I mean? It affects like the way I go to Him about issues and about things and about even when I'm repenting about something. When you go to your friends, different from when you go to your dad. Obviously, God's our Father as well, so that's certain. But just in terms of the way I relate, it was different, innit? So because I saw God as my friend, I just always felt like He was just always there for me, like regardless. So it gave that kind of, all right. And obviously, again, people who have strong relationships with their dad maybe will be like, oh, God's like my dad. Or people who might not, I'll be like, I'm just waffling now. The person who wasn't there. Essentially, I have a good set of friends. I have a really good set of friends. And because I have a really good set of friends, and I saw God as even a better friend than my set of friends, I saw God as such a like amazing person. So that's where I saw God. In terms of how like I grew my understanding, do you know what it is? Like, I'm someone, I was saying to Iman the other day, if I read a page I need to read that 3 times to understand.
Okay, cool.
I can't read the page once and just be like, all right, yeah, like I get it. I always need to read it over and over again. So it got to a point where when it came to the Bible, I would literally take time out and study, like, and kind of just study it. Like, not like 4 chapters or like 1 chapter. Even sometimes it might be 5 verses that man's just stuck on. And I'll like go online, I'll look at like biblical commentaries. So what are other people saying about these verses? Do you get me? I didn't really watch sermons though, to be fair, but what are other people saying about these verses? What's like other reference points in the Bible about these verses? And kind of just grow my knowledge. But I was genuinely interested.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So it wasn't that I wasn't even learning this to go and talk to anyone about it.
Yeah.
It's just me that if I didn't understand something, it will bug me. Bro, like, what does this mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, people might say certain terms. And I'll be like, but what does that really mean though? Like, what does it really mean that you're saying that, I don't know, that the Holy Spirit is in you? Like, what does that look like? Like, do you know what I mean? So I would then go and just really deep dive into research in it, and that's really like set the foundation on my faith. Like, I do a lot of research into like scriptures and like the way that people in the Bible think about things. So I hope that answered your question.
No, it does. No, yeah. I'm actually glad that you said that. Like, even as you were speaking, even talking about the whole seeing God as your friend and everything. Like, it's so funny. It reminds me of something I was watching this week as well, when and the guy was talking about his relationship with God, where as he was studying his faith, like, he was reading the Bible, but this was before he got to a certain stage. But when he first started reading the Bible, he was genuinely interested in understanding the word, but he was still attached to like some worldly things. So he would be smoking weed as he's reading the Bible. It's not to say that people should go do that and everything, but I think the message that kind of clicked to me was when you said that God was willing to understand his language for him to then understand God's. You get it? Because it then got to a stage where obviously he's dropped that. He doesn't do that. It's not to say that he carries on doing that, but like, God knows where you're going.
Yeah.
So he will come to you to take you there.
Exactly.
Do you get it? So yeah, man. So like, to see God as like your friend, and like God probably sees you the same, you know.
Bro, it does a lot still. Even there's like, again, I remember I went through a period where, like, back in the days, got into something, and it was like, because I've got into that situation now, I didn't chat to a lot of people because of that situation. So then when you're in a situation like that, and then you're leaning on God, it felt like, oh, God almost like took the place of the people who weren't around no more. Do you know what I mean? So that even deepened the whole, no, you're actually my friend. Like, for when other friends weren't there, you were there, kind of thing, innit? And it's almost also just remembering that as well, because sometimes when things happen, you can be like, oh, like, God, where are you? And just remembering the moments that, no, he was actually there for me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
For me, God was always like the one thing that was like certain and guaranteed sort of thing. I think the example of that from like young age and stuff like that was just my mum, like, and just always seeing like God come through in different ways, innit? And then I'd say like I relate to God, and him being that guarantee, it goes into different things. So like protector, provider, friend, healer. Like, it was always just a guarantee in it, because I had always sort of seen it. But where my relationship with God developed and changed a bit was like the uni sort of stage as well. And obviously, like, where you leave the church that you were kind of brought up in, and you're no longer like, it's not mandatory you go to church now you actually have to go and like do it yourself, innit? And we had a Bible study that we did in final year, and like, I didn't actually go to church during uni. Like, we went to like 1 or 2 churches, but I wasn't like a member of a church in uni, innit? But that Bible study was very, very helpful for me, because it meant that like I actually go and read the Bible for myself and have a certain understanding for myself as well, innit? And I think looking at it from, like, I always kind of saw it as like a very, very complex thing. But then reading certain things, like, so like Romans, Colossians and stuff like that, those sorts of books in the Bible, like, it's very simple at the same time. Obviously, there's a lot of, like, it's very, very loaded. Like, there's loads of different things you can take from it and stuff like that. But it can also be very, very simple at the same time. And reading those books, like Romans, Colossians, Corinthians, all of those sorts of books, it made me realize the simplicity in the faith, in it. And then also that right, like I'm loved. And obviously, like when we were younger, like you'd hear it sort of thing. It's one of those concepts, like you're saying about like when people say like the Holy Spirit is in you, like what do you actually mean in it? And then when you read like the story of Jesus and like the gospel and stuff like that, it's like, oh right, like I'm actually loved the way that I am. And before it was like, again, like you're saying about like somebody being met where they're at. No, you're actually loved. You smoke weed and that, but God actually loves you, you know. And the more you like get to know God, those things begin to shake off in it because you do things that are pleasing to Him. But yeah, that period there was like it was proper, like it was a pivotal sort of moment in it because I really, really got to understand that this is what I actually believe in, and this thing is actually true. It's not just a guarantee because of what I've seen in my mum. It's now a guarantee because of what God is doing in my like personal life and whatnot. And when I was younger, I also looked at it like you had to be a certain type of person to be a Christian. And then when I grew up and went away and actually read the Bible and understood certain things, it's like, nah, it's not actually true. So yeah, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, but for me, Joe, it is. I'll be real, man. Even as you lot were talking, I was just thinking, right, in my head, like, how do I really see God in it and my relationship with God? Yeah.
By the way, if you ask me next week, bro,
Bro, and that's what I was about to say, bro.
That's the beauty in it.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what I was actually gonna say is that, fam, I'm still figuring it out, bro. Like, because for man, yeah, it's like there's times where I feel like, rah, God is like my father, like, and He's telling me off about something. I feel like sometimes God's like my mum, where it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, in terms of like nurturing and like compassion, yeah. Then I feel like sometimes God's like an uncle, you know, one of them cool uncles and that. But what is everything is based on like the relationship that you've had with people in life, innit? And I kind of say that to say that one of the things that I've been trying to figure out more recently is that as a representative of that kind of character, not God, but people, when you call God your father, people are gonna go to, cool, what was my dad like? Do you get what I'm trying to say in terms of like trying to figure out what God is like for them, innit? So like I say all of that to say that I'm still figuring it out basically in terms of like how do I actually relate to God? Because it changes dependent on the situation basically, innit, for me. In terms of like how I got to the place where I'm referencing certain scriptures, some of it was growing up in church. So there was always go-tos for certain things. Do you know what I mean? No weapon fashioned against us shall prosper and all that kind of stuff. And every tongue that rises in judgment against us, we condemn, yeah? Like, and that was for any kind of situation where it's like, we're praying about protection and you go to the Psalm 23 sort of thing, yeah? But like, and it's all repetition. So for example, when we used to pray as a family before we used to go to bed, we used to recite Psalm 121. So I lift up my eyes to the hills, where does my help come from? So stuff like that, ingrained certain things in my head sort of thing, innit? So even before I've ever heard the tune in terms of all of my help comes from the Lord, I could listen to the song the first time, and because I used to recite the actual psalm back in the day, I could sing the song as long as I knew the melody, innit? But yeah, so I say all of that to say a lot of it was like reciting stuff, repetition, understanding how to use the stuff from people like pastors, parents, all that kind of stuff, yeah. But then in terms of like similar to share, like if someone says something that I found interesting, I'll go back and I'll do like sometimes a deep dive, sometimes my deep dives are too deep sometimes, innit? So sometimes it'll just be like a shallow little search and all that kind of stuff, like just trying to understand the origins of stuff, innit, and whether it holds biblical weight. But one thing I nearly started recently, yeah, that I've quickly come off, and I don't know why I came off it at the time, but now with all of the videos that they be putting out there about ChatGPT and all that kind of stuff, have you lot been seeing that?
No, you know.
Have you seen it? You ain't seen it?
I've been seeing my stuff generally though, but I
Mad
don't know
stuff.
about something recently.
Stuff.
What is it?
Yeah.
The stuff about basically where ChatGPT and AI and all that kind of stuff and the origins of it and all that.
No.
You ain't seen it?
No.
First, like, I don't know if I want to be the one to
It's
break the
definitely
news in it. But yeah, but it's basically like first. Do you know what's so funny? Someone said that this is what the Bible talking about when it says not consulting mediums and all that kind of stuff in it. But they say all of that. They say that to say because basically a lot of people, just to give you the context in it. So there's been a lot of videos on like TikTok and YouTube and all that kind of stuff here where people have basically gone and they create a set of conditions for ChatGPT, yeah, which is basically only one word answers.
Oh, I see that as well.
Yeah, only one word answers, and if you want to say yes, but you have to say no, then say the word apple or something like that. Yeah, and then one other condition or whatever it is in it, and then basically they just ask a set of questions, yeah, based on like where's your origin and and like what was you created for and boom boom boom, and basically it's just like created for deception, created for control, created for by essentially demons. This is that and the other, boom, 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 all that kind of stuff in it. And basically, like, there was times where they'll ask a question, yeah, and it will be like a biblical question, and it'll be like, fam, like what you said is not true, sort of thing, innit? And he's like, raw, like, were you lying? Yeah, were you lying? He's like, oh yeah, sorry. Like,
I saw something
bro,
like
and it's
that
like,
still, but it wasn't about the
actually
biblical
like,
thing. Yeah,
brother, it's actually like, no, what the heck is going on here, bro?
Like,
Like,
if you interrogate it past this answer,
exactly,
there's a lot more layers to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously, like the excuse will be like the model's still being trained and all that kind of stuff. Like, it doesn't know everything yet and all that kind of stuff. But basically, it was just like there was a point where I started using. If I wanted to get a quick answer, I was like, I might use ChatGPT. Like, the way I'm saying it is kind of funny, but like I'll use ChatGPT just to like quickly like search up the answer and all that kind of stuff. But basically, back in the day, what that would be is a Google search. Then I'll be going to like Biblebabesbants.com or something like that, and I'll be looking at references or I'll look at a commentary and all that kind of stuff. But the truth is, what I'm kind of going more to now is actually, if I don't get it straight away, Holy Spirit teach me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like just spend time there. Like I'm not trying to just find a quick way out, like, and then move on. If you get what I'm trying to say. So sometimes I feel like the reason why we don't get things straight away is because we're supposed to dwell on it a bit more, and actually through dwelling on it a bit more, it gets revealed to us in a way that like there was like it's a second to none experience. And then it's something that you really truly believe in, not just something that you've read elsewhere and you said, okay, cool, that must be true, and I take that for facts. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, so say all of that to say, I'm still figuring it out. When I hear something interesting, I look into it, and then I also do research. Cool, if I'm feeling down, you know, there's bare stuff like, oh, if you're feeling down, this psalm, if you're this, that, and the other, that psalm, or this verse, or that. I use stuff like that as well. I'll go to that, and if I'm feeling a certain way, I'll try and use that as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
That's good, because I feel like with what you said anyway, even with still trying to figure out and everything, like your thing is that there is that genuine interest and wanting that knowing to try and find out the answers. Like I feel like I think one of the key things that helps me was when you told me that, like, look for stuff in the Bible or subjects in the Bible that you like. You know, I think a lot of people will try to start to read the Bible and they just start from the beginning, and then it just eventually dwindles out, which has happened for me beforehand. Or it's just not sticking to me because I'm reading it like it's a book, you know. But when I looked for certain passages that I was going through or things that I was looking for answers for, okay, cool, that stuck to me, and then it descended in value, and then the wanting to know more.
For you.
It's better like that.
And I don't think anyone should feel bad for not really getting it. When they're reading it. Like, there are like courses on biblical literacy, like how to read the Bible, how to understand it. Like, it's not obviously like the Holy Spirit definitely helps at enter for you to understand, and it speaks to you and teaches you. But in terms of like when you're trying to read it in a certain way, like let's say in a certain order, to make sure this makes sense, certain stories in that order to make sure it's definitely not it's not easy. So no one should feel bad for like, it's a bit difficult. It's difficult to grasp that, bro. It can be. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, and do you know what it is as well? There's different versions and all that kind of stuff as well. So sometimes I remember we spoke about it in the group one time. I think the man was like, one of the men was just asking like, bro, like what version of the Bible do you man read in it? And it was just like, fam, to be honest, like if I'm being real, like there was a point in time I'd be like, oh yeah, you have to read NKJV at least because it's the closest to like the unwatered version and all that. But it's just like when you think about everyday man, then bro, like, do you think they got time for like years?
So funny, so funny because you said that kind of recently, and I feel like I might have said that I read a certain version. You was like, oh, sure, and you mentioned the whole like it was closest to like then I changed my version, didn't it? So then every night before we like sleep in my yard, didn't it? Like we pray and we read the Bible with it, but like because I changed the version, when I was reading out aloud, fam, I was struggling. Bare. I was struggling bare. So I was like, you know what?
It's so funny.
Change it back.
That's so funny because I had the opposite reaction because I remember the exact episode where you said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hold on. So I went to look at each thing, not each version, but like the top 10 versions that people downloaded and be like, oh, okay, so how close? And the New King James isn't like necessarily the closest to that demand. It's just one of the earliest because of the way things are. Basically, in that there's certain versions that I'll be like, listen, don't
Don't even
don't even bother reading that kind of thing, innit?
Was it Gen Z?
That Gen Z Bible. Have you seen the Gen Z Bible?
They bought it still.
Bro,
Yeah, they
crazy.
ain't mad with
It's
that
crazy
stuff.
business still. No,
But was it?
no, should read that.
The NKJV is. See, this is the thing, bro. Like, so just quickly, context wise, so like KJV, they say is the obviously closest. That was the earliest. Let's say Tyndale was actually before KJV, but like which is like the 1611 KJV, and then there's the Tyndale Bible, which was before that basically. It was 5076 or something like that, bro. But anyway, so the thing is, let's say the KJV arguably was the closest to the manuscripts, words' meanings have changed. Like the meanings of words have changed, right? So how we describe something back then is different to how we will describe it now. So like they call that like etymology. No, but the way I'm saying it's gonna be so off, but it's like etymological fallacies, basically, innit? Where it's like the origin of the word has now changed in recent times, but you're still going based on the old origins of that word, sort of thing, innit? But like, my problem with this whole etymological fallacy conversation is that actually, I feel like sometimes the original meaning of the word is what it was supposed to be. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's the actual true meaning.
Do you have
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
examples of something like that?
I don't, I don't off the top of my head still. I don't, but we have these conversations all of the time, bro. Even on the pod, bro, we talk about a certain word and what the word means. And if you go to the dictionary and actually it's got very much like a new school definition, and I'm just like, bro, like this ain't what we're growing up knowing what this word means.
The thing about it, I feel that sometimes it's like one way, another time. So for example, for that one way is that we strayed from the original meaning of that word. So this actually means this, but because of our modern context, we take that word as that. So for example, so if anyone in 100 years listen to our podcast, and we don't use this word, but let's say we said someone was in beef, and they're listening in 100 years, they might think, what?
In beef?
Beef? They're thinking beef. Like what are they talking about in the context, and they can try to explain it. But it's the same like that in the Bible sometimes in versions. But the opposite is true as well, that sometimes as time goes on, we actually gain more knowledge of what this word actually is as well, because like over time more things are discovered, like more like manuscripts, or that the original more parts are found, or more links are found. So it's like, oh, hold on, this actually didn't really mean that per se. It meant, do you know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't know, I disagree that happens more recently, as in like more manuscripts have been found. I feel like most of the manuscripts that I found nowadays are always like disputed as like forgeries and all that kind of stuff. And the thing is as well, you see, so what I said, I'm just remembering as well, which still holds true, is like NKJV is closest to the original manuscripts, because for example, there's certain verses that are just missing in other versions. So for example, like, this type is basically, they were like, how did you cast out this demon? Like, we tried to cast it out, boom. And then Jesus said to them, this one only comes out by prayer and fasting. In bare versions, that's not the NKJV, and that it says this one only comes out by prayer instead of prayer and fasting. So that's a word that's missing. But then there was literally a time in Bible study not too long ago,
I get why
I was reading a verse.
I get why that's not there though.
No, but it's still you're taking away the meaning.
You're not.
You are prayer and fasting. Fasting is a different level of consecration.
But it's not
required to.
It's the verse though, innit? So that verse doesn't have fasting in it.
Yeah.
But obviously, the Bible's all about prayer and fasting. But it's just in that.
Yeah,
verse.
but they're talking about casting out a demon, bro. They're like they're saying that the disciples are saying that we're gonna do exploits in Jesus' name. That He's giving us the power to go and do this thing. Yeah, we're praying, boom, 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 trying to cast out this demon, and the demon's not going, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And then Jesus is like to them, bro, like this one only comes out by prayer and fasting. Like if you read that, and you only take it out, this one only comes out by prayer, then you would think, you don't need to fast in order to cast. Like you would leave that verse with the wrong idea.
You only think that if you don't read the rest of the Bible. But let's not get stuck on it.
No. I don't think so.
Because other parts of the Bible talk about prayer and fasting.
Yeah, no, but in that specific context of casting out demons, it doesn't talk about prayer and fasting.
I'm not sure about that. I can't say that conclusively.
But
just in that, verse.
But I know. But do you know what it is? And this is where. No. But do you know what it is? What I will say, in all honesty, is like anytime I've heard that conversation being had, that's the reason why this is a big issue in that specific verse, innit? The reason why that's a big issue is because that's the one time it's kind of like Jesus is kind of like addressing casting out demons in a way where he's talking about, well, actually, in some cases, you can only cast out these demons by prayer and fasting. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If that's one of the only references to that kind of specific situation, there might be other references that I haven't read that hasn't been spoken about and all that kind of stuff. But that's the emphasis that's normally placed on that one. And by the way, there's other. So like I was saying, there was a time in Bible study we was reading something. I think it was even in Samuel or First Samuel, and there's just like a whole like 2 verses just missing, bro, from that version.
2 whole verses or words?
Bro, 2 whole verses. Bro.
Oh, right.
Like, yeah, and it's like that, by the way. It happens bare. And that's because, and like every version will have their reason why and all that kind of stuff, and boom, boom, boom. Me, I just want to see the full everything.
Yeah, but the question would be, is that the full? So, is it? So, for example, should it say prayer and fasting? Not that one says prayer. That should it say prayer?
Prayer and fasting.
But then what?
It's like when we talk about KJV.
No, but what are you gonna, because
but the manuscripts are still there, though, isn't it?
Exactly. What is that? What's the best translation of that, of the original manuscripts? So it's like, the question is the best translation of the original manuscript
prayer and fasting,
is it prayer and fasting, or is it prayer? Do you know what I mean? That's what the question would be.
Yeah.
Because
that person interpreted it as
because wherever the demon thing is just like, that's just about that, whatever that says, whatever that. But is that the best thing? But yeah.
And I think that's what the argument is. And I think the argument is that is the best. And why has it been taken out? And actually, by taking it out, you're watering things down. It's the same conversation that they then lead on to have about our mysticism in the Bible and all that kind of stuff, in terms of our words have been watered down, things have been taken out. It waters down the actual power and potency of X, Y, Z, and boom, 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 and this is that and the other. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like the reason why it's a big conversation and there is a big debate about it is because by taking out certain words here and there, even things like we wrestle not against flesh and blood, yeah, but principalities and rulers of darkness and
dark kingdoms.
But it wasn't just rulers of darkness in this world. It was rulers of darkness in this world, innit? So it was talking about people in high places, as in human beings in high places, not just principalities and powers and all that kind of stuff, innit? But then in the King James version, they've changed that, so it's not like rulers of darkness in this world. It's just like rulers of darkness, like, or something like that. Because basically the vibe was that with King James, he didn't want them to think that he could be seen as, do you get what I'm trying to say, and all that kind of stuff. So that's one of the alterations he made, apparently, innit?
There's even the version of the Bible, yeah, I was reading, that because of the way, and I can't remember and there's a prominent version, but the people who are authors of that version, the way they see women's role in church means that they've changed the way certain things are, the way women are seen in certain parts of the Bible.
Crazy.
Because they believe that, listen, if it aligns with the way they think, that's what God wants. So therefore, but that's why again and again, this might be like controversial in that. Yeah, I know we're gonna move on to the icebreaker. Yeah. But the whole like Catholicism versus like Protestant and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like the key thing there is like the 5 solas or whatever, but sola scriptura is like one of the biggest ones in it, which basically means that if you're Protestant, then it's the word first, in it, and then everything else afterwards. But with Catholicism, it's kind of like the church first, or the Pope first, basically, then everything else. So it's like the Pope and traditions, boom, 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 because they're the extension of Christ on earth, or whatever it is what they believe in it. So like for man, it's like a lot of the time when we talk about these things, bro, I'm like, fam, let's just go back to the word, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And if the word is saying something that is like making sense, like, not, to be fair, not that it's making sense or not making sense, but you know what I mean, innit? Like, let's just go back to the word, innit? Is the most important thing for man, innit? You get in most of these scenarios. And I feel like if I feel like I'm reading something and it's not telling me what, because again, a lot of this stuff we've been fortunate to hear in passing and then when someone else is saying it, they're saying it in a completely different way, and it seems like there's words missing, bro. I'm gonna go back to the word, bro, and be like, right, like, actually, which version am I aware of that these words are now missing from? And obviously, not everyone's gonna be able to do that and all that kind of stuff. So fair enough, innit? But yeah, man, just go back to the word, fam. I can't lie. But yeah, I think, yeah, I maintain in terms of like with the least verses missing and all that kind of stuff, it's definitely NKJV. But like I said to the man that we were talking about at that time, like, feel free to read other versions, bro. Like, as in, you can read one version, and as soon as you don't get it, go to another version to understand it, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, that helps massively. Yeah. Also, with the Bible app as well, you can click a verse, and it lets you compare that verse with all the other versions of that verse as well, which is helpful. But yeah, man, that one was a detour, boy, of a conversation.
It's a
It was
big question,
detour.
but still.
It's a big one. But cool, let's get into the icebreaker, yeah. So what we do, yeah, is we're gonna pick an item in the room for you. You ain't picking it yourself.
Am I the only person that does the icebreaker?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna pick an item in the room.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 1 minute to make a sermon out of that item, yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You don't know what the icebreaker is, bro.
There's no,
Yeah.
but there's no thinking time. Yeah, so we're gonna pick an item and you're just gonna go. We bare jokes here, we're just acting. It's like,
Nah, bro. 100% not acting.
But yeah,
Not
so
my bag.
we're gonna pick an item. No prep time. As soon as we pick the item, we click go. You got 1 minute. Yeah. So the aim is to use up the 1 minute.
Yeah.
So not 40 seconds. Not for the aim to use up that 1 minute, not to go over it. Yeah. All right. Cool. I've got an item. Have you not got? You got an item.
Chest is beating, fam.
What's your item? No, mine was. If I say mine, just have to run it quick. But mine was watch, like sports watch.
Is it sports watch or just watch in general?
Sports watch. Let's say Apple Watch. Apple Watch. Let's say Apple Watch. Yeah.
Say watch.
Bro.
Apple Watch is.
It's too specific, to be honest, but go on.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
You know, can you stop this for a second? Wait. Has anyone done this yet and just...
Everyone does it. Go.
Everyone does it. One goes.
Everyone does it,
Only
go.
one person has fun with it at the beginning.
Yeah.
But has it been smooth sailing?
You
sailing.
pick it up. Everyone they pick this. And
You just got to loosen up, bro.
I'm doing this because because Hedo's my guy, but I'm not good with like speaking and... It's not my thing.
Ask me, bro. Listen, bare people.
It's actually like, bro.
Yeah, everyone thinks it, then they do it. They're like, right, that man can get me.
Yeah.
Serving.
Yeah. Cool. If we want, we can change it to just watch.
Yeah, I prefer just
Alright,
watch.
let's just do watch. Alright, cool. 3, 2, 1.
I'm actually like, I'm nervous. I can't do it. I'm actually serious. Like, I don't know what to say. Gosh, at the time I'm just looking at this.
Let's run an example first. I think let's run an example first, because if you get someone else doing it, yeah, you get the context of how we do it in it. It's not
Cool.
nothing mad.
Alright, cool. I'll do a quick example. Yeah. So Iman said, curtain. Yeah. Alright, cool. So 3, 2, 1. You see, in life, where we all live in houses. We're all in our own spaces in life, right? I can live in Southeast London. Someone else can live in East London. Someone else can live in West London. One thing for sure is that we're all in our places of comfort. And in our place of comfort, at times, we need different things. Sometimes we need to let things in. So we open curtains up in our house. Sometimes we need to keep stuff out. So we close the curtains in our house. But that doesn't dictate what the curtain is. It's what the curtain is used for. In life, we have to trust that God can use the same thing for different purposes. We don't need to worry about how God is going to use that thing. Just trust that God can use it in whatever way he pleases to either bring things into our lives or to keep things out of our lives. Amen.
Look how you're flowing though.
stuff.
Like what? That was like, and you expect me to? That's even put more pressure on me. Like what is that? Like,
Trust me, bro. Don't overthink it.
in my
Man.
head,
It's
all
calm.
I'm thinking is Flirty D, bro. What? What?
Hey.
That was angelic. Like, I feel like I'm in church right now, bro.
It's actually joke
Like,
still.
the thing is, because like I get the concept for, but like it's like sorry, I'm taking off the tangent a bit, yeah. But it's like battle rap, like, and then they'll be saying bars that connect to, you know, like you hear the punchline. You know what I'm saying? Like you're clicking, you're hitting punchline. I'll just be talking about what I'll be talking about the watch like I'm Steve Jobs. Like I'm just selling the watch. The Apple Watch is a great watch but you're saying related to a sermon, but I can't because like my word is not. That's why I was talking to you about the word, because it's still something I'm still working on. Do you know what I mean? So Like, I feel like I'll just be speaking, but it's not.
But that's the vibe.
I don't really see it
the
as a
vibe.
sermon.
The vibe is that it's not that deep, bro. The vibe is that whatever you feel like. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you would relate it to is what you relate it to, bro. Do you know what I mean? Everyone puts their own spin on it.
Iman, just do watch. Just go now, quickly.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
He's got one in the
Time
top.
is like a man-made concept.
He's done time like a few times, bro.
Why are you always outside to save it? I got you.
Yeah, the chat.
Yeah, it's true. You don't and go 3, 2, 1, go.
What time?
Watch. Just watch.
No,
the
no,
word.
do watch.
No, do watch.
Okay, you know what? Can I pick the word? Because I'm
Yeah.
Go on.
Mm.
For who's this for?
10.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's not you.
Nah. But I know Hen is like that. Anyways, I'm with the Iman.
Cool.
So far,
3, 2, 1.
All right. When you look at a chair, when you look at a sofa, like it all looks the same, basically, in the same way that sometimes you look at a human being and they all look the same. But the Bible talks about that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but power and principalities. So when you're walking outside and you're walking around and you see different things, you don't know whether or not that human being is actually a human being. And when it comes to sofas as well, like you can sit on a sofa, it can be hard, it can be comfortable, it can be uncomfortable, but it all looks the same. So when you're going outside, you need to open up your spiritual eyes, basically, and not actually look at things for what it looks like and try and see the beyond. And the way that you know that or how to do that is to tap into the Holy Spirit and ask for wisdom, ask for discernment, and that will help you make your decisions and see things in the way that God sees things, in a not the same way that we see things, through the lens of God, because it might look like one thing and be something completely different. Thank you, Jesus.
John DeMarco.
Hey, what? Again,
That's one of the
again, I got
craziest
to
ones I've ever
the
heard.
fam.
That's one of the craziest
It
ones
is.
I've ever heard, bro.
I actually like that. Where are you going?
When you first started, I was thinking, maybe I can do this.
The whole
That man said we're talking about
the whole
power
angle is
principalities.
that things look the same, innit?
Yeah,
Where, like,
yeah.
there's different. You
Yeah,
look at a sofa, you look at a bed or whatever, you jump in the bed, it's hard, it's not comfortable, whatever, but it looks like. But then, fam, when I say powers and principalities,
Bro.
I said, how am I gonna bring this back? How am I gonna bring this back?
You should give me sofa, boy.
That was good, man. That was good.
Actually, give head one.
Huh?
Hen.
Plug.
Cool. 3, 2, 1.
So, guys, you see light bulbs, yeah? Light bulbs don't work unless they're connected. You have to be connected, guys. Yeah, that's a little shout out to Arteta. But listen, in life, do you know what it is? I feel like a lot of the time we obviously are working and striving to become the best that we can be, to reach our goals, to fulfill our purpose. And a lot of the time we rely on, again, things like ChatGPT. We rely on things like Google, rely on the internet, we rely on influencers, to teach us how to get there. But really and truly, if we were tapped into the source, right? If we were tapped into the plug, we would get everything live and direct, and we wouldn't need all of these counterfeit sources, all of these counterfeit mediums. So the crux of this is, God is our plug. So reach out to him to fulfill purpose.
Amen.
My one's always gone too long.
I always spend. When you started talking, I was just staring.
I spent too much time trying to set it
I
up,
was
bro.
staring at the time.
You actually do the same thing each
He
time.
does.
It's just how man is, though.
I
I
can't
really set it up, innit?
Yeah, you have to
Can't
go
do.
straight
It's
into
1
it.
minute.
It's only 1 minute.
It's
Yeah,
literally.
man.
If you're build up, you have to build up in like 10 seconds.
Your build up has, you know, it is the kind of build up that you
It's
do.
because I spent time doing that joke about the.
Arteta's
You have to be connected, guys.
The kind of
You have to
build
be
up
fucking connected.
that you do in 1 minute is almost one you have to practice for.
Yeah.
You can't build up 1 minute off the fly.
Nah, you can't still.
Guys, I'll make it my duty. Let me be back. Let me just say it live and direct. I don't know what the camera is, but I'm gonna be back in about 6 months.
You got to train.
A preloaded server.
because the word.
Give me an item of that, yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna
say
study.
lampshade. We say lampshade. Lampshade, yeah.
I'm taking a mental note of every single item inside this room right now. I'll be back.
I hear it
6
still.
months.
Trust me, you know we bring items to this place as well, bro. To do it as well, so it can be anything.
One time he bought a paintbrush in his pocket.
Is it? That's a dope concept, though.
Alright, man. Safe. All right, but listen, we got a special guest in the building.
Pew, pew, pew.
Come on, we got the Streets Mo Farah.
Come on.
We got Mr. Wingstop.
Mr. Wingstop.
Come
You guys gonna say we got the running connoisseur.
Come on.
Got my boy Alex in the building.
Aye.
Come on, man.
Welcome, man.
Welcome, my bro. Welcome, man.
Thank you.
You saying though? You good?
I'm easy, bro.
How's things? How's life?
Can't complain, man.
We saying bare divine emails and that.
Bro, better running, bro.
Yeah.
I hear it still.
That's the thing about doing what I've done, man. It's like, I don't want to say it's like it's niched me, but kind of like for the stuff that I'm doing right now, all these brands, it was off the back of that. So I came into it not being a runner, not having any running background or anything, and now they just expect me to just be running all the time. So, I'm still adapting to it, slightly. Still adapting to it, but it's a good space to be in, man.
What was your vibe when it came to like just creating content in general? Was it always like you wanted to start off running, or was it just like running was like an angle basically, and you was like, well, let me start with this?
Yeah, like I feel like well, I just started the year just doing a lot of random stuff, and I was documenting it. So I think I went to Switzerland, I went snowboarding there, I went hiking in Wales, still went rock climbing, and the running was just one thing that I just tried. Like I went to a run club, and I think it was like last year when everyone just started doing it.
Yeah.
And these things I was just trying them out and just leaving it at that. So when I went to that run club, like my friend invited me, and it was like a 5K community run. You know how run clubs are, so it's like it's fairly slow paced. You know, there's people just speaking to you, trying to get to know you and kind of thing. It's a community type of flavor. And then I remember when I went, obviously I had no running background beforehand, and then I went, and then obviously people are speaking to me, but not in a bad way. I'm like, don't speak to me because it's hurting me, bro.
Bro, that's what that's what I was on as well.
Yeah.
It's like, man, when I'm running,
mad.
it's like I'm actually running. So I don't actually want to talk during this run,
bro. Lactic acid is building up.
Yeah, bro.
Energy is wasting. So it was hard, like, and it, like I don't want to say.
I got technical on us, where
We said lactic
I said lactic acid is
acid.
building up. Why am I struggling to speak today? Lactic acid.
Yeah, so I don't want to say like it left a bad a bad impression on me, but like I said, it wasn't something I was looking to continue. So I didn't come back to another 3 months. After that first time I went. But I feel like one thing that I have always been is goal driven. So as my friends saw that I was still doing more things, he was like, okay, cool. Like I'm trying to run a marathon, half marathon this year. Do you want to do so yourself as well? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. So I think the fact that I wanted to run a half marathon, it kept me running. And then so I eventually did a half marathon. I did a big half last year. And then the opportunity came around to do the London Marathon. And then this was around like last year when everybody was doing crazy runs. Like you might have seen on social media, people like running to like all the Premier League stadiums. People were like running from London to Birmingham. I was like, there's no way I'm doing that, bro. But like, I just thought, okay, cool. I'm just gonna run to Wingstop. But it didn't actually just come randomly like that. Like the Wingstop thing came because one of my close friends, she owns a Wingstop blackcard, and actually previously I had actually tried to do some content revolving around Wingstop, like trying to get a blackcard, but it was for fun. It was never something like with strategy how I did the Wingstop thing. I think it was more so I was just going to events with her, hoping that.
So you run into someone, you run into the person. You run into like the main person or something?
No, just going to any, because she's got because she had a Wingstop blackcard, like the intro is virtually the same as the running series. It was like, I need a Wingstop blackcard, so I'm going to every event that Erica invites me to until they give me one. So we just go to random stuff, like we go theatre, we went to DLT, the recipe. So anything that she was doing, I was just tagging along with her. And then making content out of it, hoping that Wingstop would see it. But it was never like a continued thing. Like it was, and I wasn't linking up with her just to get content. So it was just anytime we linked up,
then you do it.
Yeah, just do it for the fun of it, man. I was just in a era of just making content really, but it was for fun. So it might have been one video every 3 months. You know? So there was not really any longevity in it. And then I guess when I got the marathon entry, the idea just came back to me. And I thought I'd kind of just reinvent what I was doing. And again, as I said, with the challenges, everyone was running to these crazy places. I said, let me run to Wingstop. But when I thought about it, I was like, okay, cool. Like I can actually think of a sick concept and like actually use it to train for my for my marathon, because It was actually my training plan. I was actually using it as my training plan because there were different distances. Some were like half marathons, some were like slow runs, and some were like fast runs. And yeah, I just really thought I could showcase it in a fun, cool, creative way.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the things.
Sorry, bro. Quickly,
Go on.
what is the Wingstop? So what did you do?
So in preparation for the London Marathon, I ran to every Wingstop in London, hoping that by the time I do the London Marathon, Wingstop would give me a Wingstop blackcard, which means that I would get unlimited Wingstop for the rest of my life.
How many Wingstops are there in London?
There's 15 actually now there's 17, but
Yeah, you got 2 more to do, innit?
yeah, there's 17 locations, dining locations. I think they do have more branches, but some of them are dark kitchens. Sorry, so you can't actually sit there. So I only made sense to go to
the ones you can sit.
So
did you go from Wingstop to Wingstop? Or was it from your yard to one Wingstop, then from your yard to another one?
No,
or was it from?
So what I did was I ran to I made like a what do you call it?
Map of London.
Yeah, a map of London, and kind of put them into sections like north, east, south, and west. And then I started off in my part, which was northwest. And I ran to north, ran to Ealing, which was the closest there. Then from there, I went to the next one.
Okay.
So you done all of them all of them?
No, so I didn't do it continuously.
Okay.
The reason I didn't do it continuously as well because it would be over 300k.
Yeah.
Mad.
But second of all was like, I kind of wanted to stretch it out until the London Marathon came. So that was like the finale, you know. Otherwise, if I did all of them all in one go, it was also just die out. You know, just one video and then.
You want to show the progression as well that you're running.
Correct. You know, and each episode, like I said, I had different people on as well. Like, I had different shoes or whatever, but I had guests on each episode, and it was people that were either doing amazing in, you know, their industries. It wasn't just runners that I was doing. Like people were running, but it wasn't just people that were in the running community. I think my thing was I was trying to showcase that you can come from any sort of background and decide you wanna, you know, run or keep yourself healthy. Because
I can't lie, if you haven't seen it,
that's cool.
great
It's
story.
very cool story.
Yeah, when I say I was even like to him, I was like, bro, it's gonna be studied, bro. Because, like the timing of the memes, like the
I started doing memes because you
the opening sequence,
and the being stuff like
Bro.
ASAP,
bro. Like, how could it just poof and disappear? Like some of my friends, bro. Like, it's actually so catchy, bro.
Cool,
like, trust me, when you start watching the series, bro, it makes too much sense.
That was very cool.
Yeah, man. I was just trying to. I think one of the highlighting points for me was when I was doing it. I just wanted it to be like content first that I'd consume myself, and then two, just for it to be relatable. Because I felt like especially when I came into that running space, like I just felt like everyone was just always so fast. You know, everything was polished. You know, it was hard for me to kind of keep up, no pun intended. You know, whereas I just thought I'd document my journey, and I think it's kind of what you kind of highlighted earlier. You know, coming from a non-runner background and naturally seeing that progression to then running a marathon, because this time last year I would have never thought myself running a full marathon. I couldn't do that 5K like I said, you know. So
and then that all progressed to the London Marathon and that.
Yeah, man, bro. Yeah.
Wait, what's the for people that obviously aren't runners and that? Yeah, so like obviously the better people do 5K runs, innit? Yeah. What is, like, let's scale it up. Like, what's the difference between a 5K run and a half marathon and then a full marathon? Or let's just go 5K to a full marathon just so they see the full brunt. How many kilometers or miles is a full marathon?
So it's 26 kilometers for a full marathon.
How many miles is that?
No, I'm sorry, 26 miles.
Actually, that's what I was thinking.
26 miles. Why am my mind gone blank? Is it 40?
26 kilometers to 5K sounds like 5x. It sounds like it's doable.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wrong. Is it 42 kilometers?
Yeah,
let's Google it, guys. This is.
So I saw you googling Google.
26 and a half.
Or 26.
26 or 52 then.
26 and a half.
No, I think I'm wrong.
So a marathon is 42 kilometers.
42 kilometers.
Like 42.1 or whatever.
Yeah, 42 kilometers, yeah. So it's a full marathon.
Okay.
Mad.
42 kilometers.
Speak still.
Actually,
Yeah, it's
It's
a lot,
actually
man.
peak still. I feel like when you prep
26
yourself to do
miles.
it,
Okay, that's really confusing.
Yeah.
26 miles, yeah.
when you prep yourself to do it, it's doable still. And that's what I like. You know, before you asked me what I used to like about running and stuff like that, it's the mental side of it, isn't it? And that, like, you begin the run, yeah, bro, I could get to the end of my road and I'm already thinking, fam, I can't do this. And then in your head, it's just like, just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then when you finish it, it's like, right, like at the beginning, I thought I couldn't do this, and now I've done this. And then obviously, the more you do it, the fitter you get, and the fitter you get, the better distance that you can do and stuff like that. Innit? And then you start challenging yourself and that.
Yeah.
But when I was doing it, I can't lie, I was saying to you as well, like, I wasn't actually looking at time and all that sort of stuff. I was just doing it to start and then to finish in it. And then typically a 5K would be around half an hour, either just over or just under the half an hour mark, innit? And I actually grew to like proper used to like it, innit? And how I actually started, was like my Regina at work. She was like, how she's doing a run like with work or whatever. And I was like, man, what you know about running? We talk about running or whatever, innit? And then she was like, oh, you can't do it. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, because I'll do it. But in my head, bro, I'd never done anything like that in my life, basically. And I remember thinking like, okay, I'm going to train to do it. And I ran to the gym. But I didn't know that when you're running, you're not blowing. So that morning, bro, I was trying to blow like the whole way, basically. I didn't pace myself at all. And I blew it. Obviously, I couldn't get like to my gym like without like stopping and walking and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm finished basically. I'm not gonna be able to do this. But then we did the run with work. I think we did like I think it was like 6.5K or something like a 7K, and it was around like the city, innit? And then after that, it just became a thing that I was just like, let's just kind of do it, innit? And this was actually before like running clubs or quote unquote was like a thing like that. It was like we basically had one, but it wasn't like a title or anything like that, innit? And fam, I did one mad run during COVID, and then fam, till this day, bro, my calf and my knee are a bit shaky still. It's shaky, so I haven't really fully gotten back into it like that still.
Bro, I saw a mad thing the other day. He posted about how like if you start running, you lose your toenails and that, bro.
Yeah, I saw something like that as well.
That's
Yeah.
mad.
It must have been you. Yeah, probably you. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's happened to me, bro. I've lost 2 toenails now.
Well, I don't understand.
That is
Because the shoes or what?
crazy.
There's a lot of things. So I feel like, it can be your shoes. It's also when you're running, your feet are actually expanding as well. So that's why a lot of people, when they do get the shoes, they normally go half size up because running long distance, your feet start.
See, I was running in Hirachis as well, fam. I wasn't even running in running shoes, but I boyed it still.
Yeah.
I think it's just
You
continued pressure.
It's jokes, bro.
I feel like it's more people that do running long distance that normally get that thing, but it's very common. It's actually very, very common, bro. Yeah, man. I never used to believe it until it actually happened to me. Like, I was like, So,
bro, that is just too funny, bro. Hirachis is just too
You
generous.
know, it's
just like use what you got.
I
hear it still.
You know, it's like you just got crepes at home. These are my gym crepes.
Yeah.
I hear you. I think when I first ran, I first did like a 10K race. I went with my boy to somewhere crazy, man. But anyway, it was like we didn't know it was a trail race. So the trails basically, trail running is like you're running like woodlands and kind of thing. As you kind of said in Hirachi, I did an Air Max sport. Yeah, man. I think the more you do it, you just
get used to it, innit?
Get used to it.
Yeah.
So how did all of it? Because one of the things that's kind of sick is the fact that obviously you done the Wingstop thing, fair enough, like, and that was all off your own back and all that kind of stuff, and it was lit, bro. And
Yeah, what? Just clarify that you got the black card, and then
You got the
it's called flavor card or something like that.
And the thing is as well,
Called the flavor card or something like that.
Yeah, it's called the flavor card.
the thing is as well, what's sick was that everybody was invested in the journey. So we actually wanted you to get the black card. So when it was like you got the black card, it was like, nah, like, it's sick, you actually got the black card.
100%. But you know, it's funny because like when I like every
Sorry,
time
by the way, the only reason why I know it's a flavor card is because that's what the guy had said.
oh yeah, because you came with me.
But
Yeah, Andrew actually
do
came
you know
with
why?
me.
Do you know why? Yeah, do you know why? Yeah, because I don't want people to think that I'm a bit hungry and that. How'd you know the real name of it? And that? Did you get out of the six? I'm like, let me just clarify that. Man. I went there, so that's how I know.
Yeah. So like, you know, because obviously there was 15 episodes I eventually had to do. So obviously I'm running to like all these locations and Wingstop. I mean, they did follow me like from the first episode, and they will collaborate with me and everything. But people almost saw that as, okay, cool, you're doing all this. How come you're not giving them a black card kind of thing? Like, and every time I think I would like make reference to the fact that they still haven't given me a black card at the end of each episode, or whatever. But again, that was just like that was for the plot. But people were like, yeah, how come they haven't done it yet?
Yeah,
kind of
people were
thing.
at Wingstop and that. Like,
Oh,
it was-
so-
Yeah, I mean,
So-
obviously we went to go meet Wingstop when they presented me the card, and they obviously were telling me so many stories, like they were getting added on LinkedIn.
Oh,
like
fair.
the CEO came to meet me,
Fair.
and I think like not even bragging rights or anything, but normally when they present black cards to people, they normally just send it out to the influencer or whoever has been awarded to it. Like they said, I'm the only person that they brought to the office to give it to.
that's
them.
good.
The CEO wanted to meet me.
Oh,
Because
sick.
at the end of each episode, I used to kind of draw him out, kind
Oh,
of
okay.
thing. Like, just he used to just use memes. Just to kind of, so he was just like, he was always getting these messages to say it to him. But anyway, the only point I wanted to make with that anyway was the fact that that I kind of also understood that it would be kind of silly if they gave me the black card early before I'd done the
Before you
marathon.
finish, that's true.
Because it kind of like defeats the purpose of me. It's like, why am I still going to do it if they give me the black card? So although I was playing into it, I thought like it was cool. Like, yeah, this is fine. But if I had finished the marathon and they didn't say anything to me, boy, I was ready to
Yeah. Pull up.
But yeah, man, yeah,
That's
they gave it
funny
to me,
still.
and yeah, so.
Well, have you always been like into like being adventurous and stuff like that? Because before you said before the running stuff, you were doing kind of like random stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, I think it was just a year of just kind of finding myself again. To be fair, I was drop it quickly. I came out of a breakup, with, my long-term partner at the time, and yeah, man, I was just trying to do stuff to take my mind off it. Really,
What was that?
what was
I'm guessing.
we for the and then I
But yeah, no, I hear it still. But yeah, how did because like the brand stuff now, like that, and that is obviously like I don't know how you got everything to fall and drop and everything like that. But even the fact that like obviously we're all like kitted out and on and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and,
Hey,
come on.
shout
Do you know what I mean?
out
Like,
on
do you know what I mean? Like, it's clean, bro. Do you got to say about like how'd that even come about?
Yeah, shout out on, man. I feel like you just, I don't know, using your resources. I think everything is just so accessible now. I think during one of the episodes, or one of the highlights of the series was that each episode I kind of strategically did the crepe check. I think I actually got a lot of inspiration here from watching the Chicken Connoisseur. And he used to do that at the beginning. So like,
Do you know, I can't even lie to you, look. Do you know how funny that is, though? Like, go to different chicken shops. Yeah.
Hey,
You're doing a crepe check.
Yeah.
Before you go to the
still.
chicken. That is actually
That was very creative.
hilarious.
That chicken
Still.
connoisseur, that initial
No,
era
I
of
hear it
chicken
still.
connoisseur was.
Yeah.
but his thing, he's actually into crepe store.
Yeah,
That's his
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like,
First.
he's
Yeah,
a crepe
yeah.
guy. For me, it was just more so. I was just trying to. I didn't want to run in the same crepes every single
Yeah.
time. I wanted to showcase different running shoes. So I thought realistically, from marketing perspective, if brands were to catch on to it, how like Wingstop would catch on to it, they could use that to market their shoes or whatnot. And then I'd get free crepes as well. To be fair. So I think I'd reached out to On, and organically, Ore was Ore from On. She was reaching out to me, and she saw my message, but she just happened to reach out to me as well. She said that she came across my TikTok, and she wanted to get in contact with me, and she just hooked me up with On gear.
Yeah.
No, I hear it still.
Can't complain. Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
It's clean still, and obviously they kitted us out and all that kind of stuff.
So man, when I put these, see what I was saying before about shoes running in Harachis,
Yeah.
So when I put on these running shoes, like there's such a difference.
Yeah, 100%.
It literally feel like there's a sponge. Like when you're walking on the ground, it literally like
100%,
presses your foot down. It's mad still.
Yeah. I mean,
What's the name of the ones you got?
I couldn't even tell you. That's just so mad.
That's crazy.
No, actually sure still.
Mine like the cloud
not sure.
front.
Cloud tilt.
Yeah, cloud. No, mine are the cloud.
Monster.
Hyper.
Right, boy. What you?
Yeah.
What you all, yeah?
Jeez, hey, man, took one look at it and he said, yo,
That's the one
this thing, did you get?
I was like,
I'm not even sure, man.
not like that you can make it spin, you know?
Yeah.
Are they good shoes, though?
No, they are
Clean
still.
still, can't
I think
lie.
I had to use that shoe for that run was one of the South runs, and I think it was like 18K or something like that.
Yeah.
So I had to use that shoe for the whole
Bloody
route.
hell.
Yeah, man. Yeah, very durable. I think they're probably one of, in terms of super shoes for long races, like they're one of like the top.
The
ones.
best, huh?
Yeah, no, on trainers, bro, like it changed my life still.
Swear,
No,
yeah.
bro, when it came to doing running, yeah, in general life. Even forget running, long walks,
Yeah.
bro. Just long walks in general.
Makes a difference.
It just changed. Like,
You're so
I-
mad.
obviously, I didn't realize it because initially I didn't start off running
Yeah.
or trying to run. I just going for walks.
Mm.
You're wearing your normal trainers and
Mm.
your feet are starting to hurt now. You're going on walks.
Yeah.
And then when I put these on, bro,
Do you know what's so funny that you're mentioning like just walking and everything? Because
Mm.
like honestly, like it's not just runners that just like wear on shoes or whatnot. It's funny enough, like I'm always scrolling TikTok, I'm a consumer of it and everything. And I think what I saw online was like a video was it was like people at an art gallery or an exhibition where they bid for expensive art, and any person that was wearing on shoes, it said billionaire. But because that's a lot of it's not just,
amen.
You win.
but yeah, it's a shoe for comfort that a lot of people use for walking.
Yeah.
Do you know
Not
so mad?
everyone is running.
Do you know what I was gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna say that fam. Like I remember I started running some errands and that, and like the maddest thing is when you see like so when I first got them, then I started to clock that everyone around me was wearing.
Yeah, bare people.
Bare
Bro,
people.
I went one time. I went like JD's. I went to like them islands or whatever where you got bare different of them shops. And that. I was trying to get like Arsenal kit or whatever. Yeah, bro. Every shop I was going into, bare people were wearing on.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is as well, they were beat up. So you know that they've got the full use out of them things.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So I was like, bro, I'm in good company then. If everyone's wearing it, it's mad comfortable.
Yeah, it's all
Do you know what I
purpose
mean?
shoe, man. It's not just for running. Like, use it for everything. as well.
Bro, man even got the tech.
Tracksuit and that.
The
Yeah,
tech,
you got your tracksuit.
bro, it's comfy,
Yeah.
bro. I do it's as well. It's not.
One.
I was looking at that.
I might feel
It's not even like
Like
you know,
this
like
colour.
you know, like Nike Tech fleece is kind of heavy and that. It's bare light, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
and it's still like warm and comfy, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out already the plug, man.
Yeah.
For
No,
on,
on like even on that, like this is bare like you know, obviously gym tops in general.
I bare like
This one, literally feels like you know, it feels like it has different technology.
Crazy.
Different technology on it, bro. It's different still. It feels different, and they're running shorts, It's jokes because it has no pockets. So when I got it, I was like, fam, like,
go get yourself one.
where am I meant to put my? But again, when you're running, it feels different, bro. Like it feels like proper lightweight. Do you know what I mean? But nah, you know, it sounds like an app. You know, you just discovered something here, and it's like, oh, you're better.
Yeah,
But trust me, like
clean.
it changed the way that man will go gym.
Yeah.
The way I walk, like I said, running, and for me, running's probably last in what has changed for me. The long walks, really, that's the main thing still.
But what are some of the benefits of running? Like, except from like obviously, what you can talk about the obvious as well, But like, what are the actual benefits of like running and like because you've never been chubby or nothing like that, But you've obviously lost like a lot of weight as well in it, and like. But are there any other things that you feel like, nah, this is what it does and blah, blah, blah? Because people talk about it in different ways, especially when you talk about things like trail runs and all that kind of stuff. But what do you think are, like for you anyway, what are the main benefits of running?
Yeah, I mean,
Except from all the brand deals.
Now I think there's definitely a mental aspect to running. You know, it's a great way to start your day. You know, you wake up in the morning and it kind of just like it's just a way to just clear your head. You know, clear your mind before you get your day started. Really, think it's I think great thing about running is that it's also easily accessible. You know, you can just do it anywhere, and you can tailor it to how you want to do it as well. Like sometimes you might just go gym, because people say like do some form of physical physical fitness or whatnot. You might go to the gym, but then sometimes if you're not in the right mental space, you might just lift up the weight and be like, oh, this is long, and just go back home kind of thing. But with running, you don't actually just have to. You can run at a slow pace if you don't want to do it. If you want to clear your head, as you were just talking about walking in on shoes, you can just walk. So and it's something that can be done anywhere as well. Sometimes you might go to the gym, you might think it's rush hour. Oh, I don't want to go there. You know what I mean? But running, you can literally just walk outside your house and decide to just do it. So you can tailor it to how you want to do it. A lot of people think, running, you have to be fast to run. You don't have to be. You just gotta want to do it. You know? And want to do better. And yeah, man, it's your own journey with it. So
it's kind of like what you were saying about like the whole Like your thing was that to start it and finish it,
Mm.
rather than like man's trying to X this time.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I do think like the rise of like things like Strava and all of them different apps, the Nike Run app and all that kind of stuff, has made that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like that angle to it as well.
Definitely.
It's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
you know how like paddle's going crazy now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of the things that's made it go crazier is that app that everyone's using. Oh, I forgot the name of it.
Was there app for paddle now?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, fam, them man, talk about
Yeah, I see
them
them
lot
talking about, they were talking about this morning, bro.
Playtomic.
Okay.
The Playtomic app or whatever it is, fam, free game, bro, free promo and all that, bro. But what am I saying? But like stuff like that takes it to another level as well, innit? Because it's like you can now start comparing, because you can see the games that your friend has played, what the score was and what they're ranking, what the other person rated them. Do you get what I'm trying to say in terms of how good they are and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, it's a rating app. So after you play, they
you
rate
can rate, you can rate the game. And
that's
all
bad,
that
man.
kind of
So what if you're actually sick and someone just ran your crap? It ruins your thing.
I think the vibe in paddle is not that though.
Okay.
I don't know the ins and outs. Obviously, I haven't done it myself.
Yeah.
I went paddle the first time like the other day, and it was just like I just actually like fam like. Obviously, there was bare of us in it, so and it's a 1 hour session.
Yeah.
So we're kind of doing like rotations in it, like cool, you lose, you lot come off. So it's not as intense as if it was just 2 on 2. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But it was calm, man. It's just like it's different, bro. Like the way the ball bounces on the ground and the actual racket you've got, you can't even put topspin on a ball like that, bro.
Okay.
Because you know, like with a tennis racket, you can actually like slap like you can slap it in a certain way and it'll hit the ball and it'll like the ball can even curve. But with this one, it's harder to do that basically.
Okay. It sounds so dumb, yeah. But did you have to buy your own?
No, you could rent it at the place. Yeah, you could rent some at the place. But some of the man them
have their own.
Yeah, had their own. Because them man been smoking.
I wonder what's the start of all of these things in terms of like everybody just start doing it. Because like with running, exactly, for example, like
social media,
everyone just started doing it.
I think it's social media, but I think it's how easily accessible it is as well, though. Like you was just saying, yeah. I feel like with paddle, yeah. I felt like when I say easily accessible, yeah, I also mean stuff like how inclusive it is. So, for example, paddle, old people can play it calm and they'll play it at their pace. It's just like tennis. People play it at their pace. But with tennis, it was kind of like there wasn't many tennis courts around. But now they've started popping up paddle courts everywhere and all that kind of stuff because paddle's it's a little bit like squash, which bare people liked. But then it's also like tennis, which bare people liked.
Is it more of a game as opposed to a sport? Was there an actual sport?
It's a sport. It's a sport, I believe. I don't know if it's an Olympic sport or anything like that, but I feel like it's a bit of both. Do you get what I'm saying? But
I get like gaming,
but it's a sport because it's literally a mixture of squash and tennis. Do you get what I'm saying? With some of its own rules, basically, like you can't hit the cage, you got to hit the back, the glass, and all that kind of stuff. And like, it's basically like tennis and squash mixed together.
But I guess I think that's a good way of getting your fitness up. Like just mixing activities.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because someone like me, I can get bored of something. If I'm doing one thing continuously, it's like all right.
So we're spicing
it up. It's good to spice up, and especially if like you're doing, I don't know, like a long walk, half marathon, running to Wingstop. Hey, that runs. Do you know? Sorry, quickly. On your you have TikTok and obviously and stuff there. Were you creating content before?
I wouldn't say really, but I think that was the year that like last year was the year when I just started creating content, but it was never consistently. When I started Project Wingstop, I started doing it consistently. Okay. Yeah.
So my mind just went to a different avenue. Because I was thinking, in terms of people following you and stuff, did you have people following you before you started like the whole?
Yeah, but not a lot. Like I said, I wasn't consistent on it. Probably a couple hundred. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then you just gained followers from kind of the TikTok, the Wingstop.
Naturally.
Yeah. That's sick.
But it hasn't even gone that mad.
It hasn't. Yeah, it really hasn't. So that's why I'm very thankful for like the opportunities that I'm getting but the thing is like as I'm more in the community and everything, and I'm starting, especially in the running community, because it was very niche what I did as well. Like a lot of people that I meet will come up to me and be like, "Oh, Like, even when I was running the marathon as well, like all I'm hearing is it Wingstop? Like Wingstop. So
that's cool still.
Yeah, so it was something that was like kind of pushing me, keeping on going.
That's it still.
So.
And I think a lot of the content that you're doing now, that I've seen is like more around like, bro, like it's not like I'm here with like 20k followers and like I've got like Do you know what I mean? I've got less followers than that, and I'm still working with brands. So it's kind of like get out there and do that. And I feel like that's very much the message that you're kind of like pushing out there, which I think is lit as well. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that are sitting at home, bro, and they're funny people, they're creative people, bro. But like there's just something that they're just lacking the let me just go and do this thing. So hearing stuff like, Raj, you know what? Listen, like, you know, even like, so for example, you know, like Tips and Email, one of the things that they say as well is like, fam, just go do what you're doing, bro. Don't start watching the views bit early and all that kind of stuff, man. Just do it and enjoy what you're doing, bro. And like later on, it can pop. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And if it pops, it pops, bro. Do you get
as well, man? I think sometimes context is proper key as well. Like, for example, like somebody who has like 1,000 followers, bare their videos have like 1,000 or like 1,000 plus. That's very good. Like when you look at the ratio between your actual following and the views on the thing, it's actually very good, isn't it? Obviously, you look at the larger numbers and whatnot, which is obviously nice, isn't it? When you get like large numbers and whatnot. But then remember we was talking about, I can't remember who did we have on, and we're just talking about impact, innit? And like the followers don't necessarily equate to the impact and stuff like that. And whereby you're doing something where it's like, you know what, somebody can see the actual journey, or somebody's looking at what you're doing and saying, you know what, I might not have 20k followers or blah 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 whatever, but if I target my things towards a specific brand, then I might be able to work for them, then I might be able to get paid for it, and that might lead on to other sorts of things still. So that sort of impact element of it is it's a lot better than just having followers for the sake of having followers, isn't it?
And just for context, like what are some of the brands that you've worked with?
So far I've worked with Wingstop, I've worked with Nike, I've worked with
that's bro, Nike is cold.
Nike's peak still.
Nike's peak, bro.
I've worked with Saucony, which is another
that one's clean. I saw the thing that you done for that, because that one you made yourself in it. Like it was an ad, but it's like a proper advert, but all like he made it himself basically.
So, wait, there was a shoot. It was a shoot, right?
Yeah. So it was a shoot.
Did you do the shoot?
Yeah.
Is that the ad he's talking about?
Yeah.
Was that off of the back of them? Was that the collaboration with them?
So basically, they had the campaign for one of their shoes that they were releasing, the Endorphin Speed 5s, one of the latest running shoes, and they sent me the brief, wanted me to just do some content on it. Like, I know, and they were literally expecting me just to do like a little video just showcasing the shoe, like on my iPhone or something kind of thing. But I think again, coming with like from the, as we're talking about camera work and directing background in the past, like not even to say that I wanted to do it bigger and better, but I also wanted to. I kind of see like my page as like a portfolio of things, you know, brands that I've worked with, and you know, I feel like if I can kind of showcase the things that I'm capable of doing, you know, other brands will come and they'll wanna, you know, probably do the same with me, you know. So, yeah, I just thought I'd do it properly, you know, create something like a proper piece of work, and almost make it look like an advert for the shoe. And you know,
it's mad, isn't it?
That's sick still, because before that was them.
Yeah, exactly. Did you get what I was trying to say?
That's cool.
They loved it, you know, and then obviously like not just for other brands as well, but I wanted to keep the relationship, you know, so I can do continuous work with them as well. So yeah, they were very happy with it, bro, you know, and yeah, you know,
it's good still. It shows that you're serious as well, and it's not like you're just doing it because you actually care about.
Well, I think there's just got to be a sense of strategy to some things as well. Yeah, yes, I'm definitely serious about it, but like also, you know, you just got to think like in terms of from a business aspect as well. Like you just got to think like for you to continue to you know, to grow, it would have to be that you're able to keep clients, because in this sense they were like a client for me anyway. And then obviously like like have continued business with them. So yeah, I just want to show them what I could do. So hopefully next campaign come, they can hit me up again, which they have, and you know, then again use it as part of my portfolio for other companies as well. You know, so I guess over time, I think it's kind of what you were saying about earlier as well. Like when you're talking about, you know, you're going to continue to do your videos and whatnot, and I think over time, like you might actually think that okay, this video's not done that many views or whatnot, but I think after a while, like you're gonna have a video that does, and then they're gonna now come on your page and they're gonna see all these videos that you have, rather than you've done one video, it's blown, and then now they're just waiting for the next one to blow again. But you know, once you've already got like a catalogue of videos,
you see that sometimes as well. So you'll go on somebody's page and like the pin videos will be like 200K,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And when you scroll down, like, if you look at their page,
Yeah,
like, the views aren't the same
Yeah,
as
it's not
the ones
consistent.
that,
yeah.
So what's your advice to people like up and coming in this sort of like content creation era and all that kind of stuff? Like what are you saying to people that feel like they're sitting at home and they feel like they feel like they don't even know if they've got the talent for it.
Yeah.
They just want to try a little something, but they're not really, they don't have the oomph to try it. Like, what's your take on that? What's your advice for them?
I say just, be yourself and just post what you like, and be continuous with it, like continuous with it.
Consistent with it.
Yeah, be consistent with it. Sorry, like I think I was talking about this at one point. Like, I think the best type of content is when people know or people like you for you, kind of thing, because it doesn't necessarily matter too much what you do, because if people like you, they're just going to support you in any sort of content that you put out anyway. So I like the fact that especially people like yourself, man, that that you speak to your audience. I think a lot of people like to do like the whole like they'll put out a video and they won't really speak on it, but it might look good, but you don't really know much about the person. So once you start to speak to your audience and it gets to know you more, I don't know, bro. I'm just yapping, bro. I'm just yapping, bro. And it feels like, do you think you've seen that video that I put out the other day, where like when I'm talking in front of the camera, like the one that you did as well when you're trying to record a video, you just keep stuttering. Like even now, I'm just in my head, I'm just like, Alex, you're just yapping, bro. But when I'm talking in my videos at home, I look like I'm really speaking. I know what I'm talking about, which I do, but it's because I take time with it. Like when I'm someone like it's just like when we were doing that freestyle video thing. Like if you were to tell me, okay, Alex, here's a watch. Write a 16 about a watch, and I come back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna flame all of you. Sorry, write a sermon about a watch. I'm someone that likes to. I feel like I've always been a strategic person. So like even like with the whole Wingstop thing and everything, I didn't launch that straight away. I think I thought of the concept in like November, and I planned it for 2 months, and then I thought in January when I start my training block, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do it like this, So and I didn't also jump straight into running. I think one of the key things that caught a lot of people's attention when I did Project Wingstop was the fact that when I started the first episode, even though it was based around running, what happened was they invited me to one of their store openings. Okay. And that was just off the back of me entering a competition. They had no clue what I was planning to do, but I was already planning what I was going to do. So when they invited me to that store opening, I said, okay, I'm going to use it as like I'm infiltrating Wingstop and I'm planning my run series that I'm going to do. So the first episode was called Infiltration, and I went there with like like a pen and pad, and I had like measuring tape, and I was measuring chicken, and then I had like a what's it called, magnifying glass. I was looking at the food like this, and I was just like, that was it. Like I was just me getting to know Wingstop, because I was like, okay, if I want to get a black card, I can't just run to Wingstop. I've got to become Wingstop. So I was really going the further with it.
Hey, man done that. The kind of ancient what's it?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
It was
Indiana Jones and that.
Yeah, but it was just to make it fun, man. Because like I said, like I didn't want it to just be running. Like I feel like with me as well, like I was trying to show my personality, and I think that's what I'm trying to do. Like now, content that I'm trying to make as well. Like I'm not just trying to just base it on running. I kind of what I'm just saying now about telling other people, just be yourself. Like let people get to know you. Because again, like when I'm watching running content, like I'm saying, I'm seeing a lot of fast people but I'm not really honest. Okay, you're fast, but that's it, and that's not to shame any of it, because like some people are just naturally sick like that as well. But I think with me, like I said, it was just content that I would find interesting. So like the memes and everything, it was all things that I would take in. So the second episode came, and I didn't go into the run straight away like that. The second episode, I planned it out like it was a heist. Like I was, I put all the route on I used it as like I pinned it all on my wall. I stuck all the different locations and created a map of like what I'm gonna do. So it was like a heist kind of thing. And the third episode was the run. So I feel like the first 2 episodes it gave people's attention straight away because it was different. It was a different narrative, and then then I went into it. So again, I think to come back to your answer, like to give someone like any advice that I'd give to someone that was trying to get into making content and whatnot, I'd say just. I think make content, do what you like, what you find it interesting. But I think there has to be a sense of strategy to it, like, or not. Just decide, think about what you actually want from it.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't just if you want to make intentional content. Okay, what is it you're trying to achieve with this? With the Wingstop thing was easier because I had a goal. Okay, blackcard. So then I could do memes around Wingstop. I could, things like every run that I did how hard the run was. I based it on their flavors.
Oh, yeah, that was cool
it
as well.
was like from lemon pepper to atomic. So yeah, again,
Strategize.
Strategize.
Yeah.
If you want to be a makeup artist, wear their makeup whilst you're, doing, whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
or whatnot. I know. So I just think like be strategic in what you want to do.
How do you get over like the initial kind of like, because you're someone that's got shame. Do you get what I'm saying? As in like you won't do something that you feel like will make you feel or look a certain way. I feel like, but I feel like at the same time you kind of have to kind of get over that. In order to do any type of content creation, do you get?
Yeah.
So like, how do you get over that?
I'm still grasping it now. I feel like consistency is key word really. Even like before when I used to film and whatnot, I never used to hold the camera directly to
same
me.
story, yeah.
Because I just found it weird,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like looking at the camera, I'm like looking at myself. I'm like, you. I used to just always film from the side, but I feel like over time I've just got used to it.
Yeah, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get.
You just
and also like when you're doing it in public and that, no one cares.
Yeah.
And everybody who's looking at you, they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If I'm holding the camera like this outside, oh yeah, that guy's vlogging.
Yeah.
Like it's if we all understand what is this
ecosystem.
Get it.
It feels mad though, innit?
Not
Coming
initially.
from where we're coming from. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So
100%.
it's getting over that
100%.
initial hurdle and that.
Even if you watch my first video, bro, I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, bro.
I
Do you get what I mean?
feel you.
Now I started vlogging as well, innit?
Yeah.
So it's not, now I'm comfortable to be outside now, just like
Yeah.
put camera up and be whatever. But it's over time, innit?
Yeah.
Initially, bro, it's 2 jokes. I'm kind of laughing at myself. I was like, bro, they literally making a living off of
Life is too short still. Do you know what it is? It kind of takes me back to, that episode we had with Koi that time and she was talking about, like, no one's ever like, no, wait, was it Koi that said it? Someone said like, like no one's ever been on their deathbed, and been like, bro, like, I wish I was less corny. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or I wish I was less like free, or do you know what I mean? And this is that and the other. Like literally just do what you feel like, do you know what I mean? And obviously everything within reason.
People are buying houses for making content, flying across the world, like what? It's crazy.
Literally, it's a whole industry now, and it's in everything. Like we were talking about with Amina actually, how like during university graduation, content is very much a thing, and they are very much invested in content. When we were graduating, bro, they were saying that you weren't allowed to use your phones and stuff like that. But now it's very much a thing.
Bro, they told us in uni that, bro, if you go on that stage and do a mad thing, you might forfeit your honors.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I promise you, bro. At the time it was mad. Now there's man doing students and that, bro. Which is
there's
crazy.
certain things I can't do though, man. Like the TikTok dances.
If you see me dancing, you know I'm gone. No, I'm gone.
But
you see me dancing, I'm gone.
Never say never, bro.
But you know, it's as well.
true,
See, even
it's
the video I did the other day, it's still a different type of thing for me.
Yeah,
to do. You know what I mean?
I feel you. It's very much.
And it's just like, you know what?
I hear it still. But it slaps, bro. And you know what it is as well? My thing is like, I think it's lit. I think just because I know where everyone's coming from, innit? I know where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from. I know what like you lot think about some of these things.
Yeah.
So for you lot to jump over that hurdle, and start doing these things, and now you're comfortable with it, and it's actually slapping. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, that in itself is something that is like, it's a testimony. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's why I'm even trying to bring it out in terms of like, right, like, how'd you get over? Because I feel like there's bare people, and I thought, do you know what it is as well? I feel like sometimes, people won't say these things or have these conversations, because it's kind of like they think the market's getting oversaturated or whatever. Oh, everyone's making content, boom, 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 But I think it's lit when it's like, actually, the more people that make some form of content, the more variation there is. The more that you're seeing less of the same stuff and more new voices and X, Y, Z. And it just, I think for a consumer, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it makes sense, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And
I'm just trying to encourage people.
Not you. You know, like you said about speaking to the camera. Now as well, like anybody who does any sort of content, I'm always like talk to the camera. Because I know that's the thing that is like, that's the hurdle that is like you feel weird about, innit? You might be able to take pictures of yourself, that's fine. You might be able to like pose in front of the camera, but to talk to the camera and say, okay, cool, my name is X, I'm interested in X. Do you get what I mean? Is a proper thing. But like you were saying, people are invested in like the person, innit? People are invested in the journey. Like you were just saying about like how people might think it's saturated. Not everybody's you. Like people are literally, their personality is literally what is paying their bills, innit? Just because they're showing like themselves or a part of themselves or whatever, innit? And what that is just you're just talking. You're actually just talking to the camera.
It's also the easiest content to make as well, man.
Bro, it is. You don't take it seriously.
What's the easiest?
Just pick up the camera and just
Oh, okay.
Even when it comes to editing it, bro, you just chop. Like, it's not too crazy. You're not putting mad camera angle. You just got the camera there like that, and you're just like, oh yeah, boom, 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 boom. Wow.
Yeah, it's still. Watch this space, innit? But listen, bro, it's been good to have you on, man. Do you know what I mean? Like,
thanks for having me, man.
And obviously, listen, joy is we didn't really get into it, but like just the whole testimony of like, obviously even how this whole thing came about and like just trying new things, bro. Like, and I think there's a lesson in that for people as well, bro. Just try new things, bro. I feel like there's so many different things. We spoke about paddle, we spoke about run clubs and all that kind of stuff. There's so many different things out there right now that actually, and I think getting out of your house, I think obviously COVID, all that kind of stuff, we keep on going back to it, but a lot of people are less sociable. Like a lot of people got like smaller, shorter social batteries and all that kind of stuff, but literally you need to get out, bro. Like, you literally need to get out. The other day we was talking about we do like this little prayer call, whatever it is, and like Cher was like out walking and all that kind of stuff while he was doing it, and I was like, fam, like it actually just makes so much sense, bro. Like being cooped up in the house a lot of the time, you don't even allow your mind to free, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to free your mind, sort of thing, and sometimes you just need to get out. Even if you just go out in the garden and just stand up, look at the stars or whatever it is, or you just go out and you go for a little jog, or go for a prayer walk, or go for, do you know what I mean, or go and play another sport and all that kind of stuff. All of these things, apparently, like it's a well-known thing that physical activity boosts like your mental health, like in terms of like, I can't remember exactly what it is and exactly what the correlation is, but it's good to try new things. It's essentially my point, isn't it? And physical activities and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, bro, we're good having you on, man.
Thank you,
honestly, bro. And then it goes to show as well, don't matter if you got like 1K followers, 10K followers, boom, 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 bro. Like, listen, stay in your lane, do you? And bro, the brands will come knocking, bro. Do you know what I mean? So
it's not all about the brands. I want to say that as well.
Obviously, no, I hear it.
I'm very thankful it's happening, but like
you're showcasing your creativity.
Yeah. Just having an outfit, man, and just doing something different, like you said. You never know what will come out of it. And I guess that was the origins, innit? It was trying something different rather than, I want the brands to come, but then the brands did come. Exactly. So fairs.
Keep up as well, for sure.
For real. Thank you.
You know the R&B thing that you do as well, still, it's cool. It's the way you put like a camera and you just be running.
What was that, a drone?
Running like a...
Nah, bro.
It was just actually just a camera, Because you got a drone as well, innit?
No, I had a drone, but...
Is that the one in the other country that...
Yeah. That's gone. That's still in Barcelona somewhere. But, sometimes I use a camera for that. Sometimes I use my iPhone. It's funny that you mentioned that, like, because I've been speaking to brands about a potential idea in the future.
You need to jot the recipe, bro. I need to start chatting to some brands as well, bro.
My recipe. Next time you come, boy, don't forget that part.
Listen, forget Wingstop. I told you I'm coming for my sermon, bro. Like, listen, everything
listen, no Wingstop, no sermon, boy.
I hear it still, man. But yeah, man, love every single time.
I appreciate it,
bro, man, love.
Thank you.